Just getting everything set up on my stream here.
You're all good. I'm doing some things myself, so we are all kind of
I guess
getting ourselves together.
I'm trying to see how do other people capture their camera in the Discord on their stream?
OBS cam.
Right.
Cam is another option.
Snapcam too.
Well, I mean, more how do you how do you
Snapcam? Yeah.
How do you frame it on there? Because I'm just going to capture the Discord window, and I have a virtual cam feeding in here.
Oh, like how do you put it onto your stream?
Yeah, like where would you place it? Like basically, design question is what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Top left corner.
Top left is what you guys do. Yeah, that could work. I could make it just small in the corner.
Yeah, it depends on what your setup looks like currently. I'm not too sure.
Hey, rhinos are unicorns. Hey, Laldon is 32. Rancelot,
in Discord
Globus
right
the
now is what
Elder.
we have.
Sen, thank you guys for being here.
Okay.
Hey, Lenny, what's happening? And for those that don't know FamousHorse, he is the well-known equine that has repeatedly hopped in our chat to say that we live in adjacent society, so he's very aware.
Hey.
That shit makes me laugh every time.
It is
time.
always funny to go and say that we live in adjacent society. Okay, hold on, let's see if this will work. Display that.
Oh, Maddie is getting fucking deep with it. Fucking adjacent unsociety.
Nobody wants to live in a Jace society. That would be a lame society. You definitely want a Jace society. We can all be in on it.
Honestly, it seems not hard to make a lot of money working with the credulous. Yeah, the crypto people are like honestly like the most credulous people on earth. Like just unbelievably credulous. Like honestly, I think the crypto people are probably the only people in the world where the wallet inspector scam would still work.
Yeah, fair.
Oh,
I do not.
Wait,
disagree.
am I not? Oh, I'm not on push to talk. You guys all heard that. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
How am I not?
You're not getting any disagreements in the room, if you noticed.
Weird.
I 100%.
Weird.
I 100%.
I don't know why.
Agree.
It just stuck though. Like I was trying to like talk to my chat there, and it just stuck. So I don't know.
But like being credulous is built into the culture and the very essence of crypto. Things like hodling and fucking the fear of missing out, or just the concept of FUD in itself ensures that you remain fucking credulous. You know what I mean? It ensures that you don't have that fear, uncertainty, or doubt, or you don't miss out on that opportunity. It's inherent.
Listen, man. Everyone, they're just trying to make you lose your gains. So they're trying to make you lose your gains. So don't listen to them. They're lying to you. By the way, guys, we are actually part of my community. We're launching a new project, Horsecoin. It's probably going to change the game. The white paper is coming out soon. We are doing pre-sales. So we think this is going to be the next big thing. Our roadmap is we're planning on harassing Elon Musk in DMs until he retweets a Horsecoin promo.
Based. Good tactic.
Yeah. Step from there, we're going to rug pull. Right. So I'm going to take the liquidity out immediately, and better hope that you notice quick and sell, because you're going to be fucked. And then we're going to end up
to get in early. Can I get it on the top?
So yeah, you can get in the pre-sale. You can get in the pre-sale if you want. We will charge 1 Ethereum to be in the pre-sale, but you'll make that back, rug pulling. And then after that, that's going to get me on CoffeeZilla and Matt Binder. So it'll be, good publicity for me, right? I'm just going to go on CoffeeZilla, and he's going to be like, did you rug pull? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I stole like $100 million. Like, yeah, obviously I did. Like, I've already left the country. Like, good luck extraditing me. I just did this because I wanted to go on your stream, on your YouTube channel. You wouldn't respond to my DMs on Twitter. I sent you a picture of my feet. You didn't reply. You wouldn't come on my stream. So I felt like, I was forced to do this.
It was necessary.
Hey, Lenny, thanks for the follow. I just saw that.
It is. And fuck the SEC. Like, what are they going to do about it?
SEC's dead now. They got their teeth ripped right out. They're dead.
That's some
what are they
shit.
What's the SEC gonna do, huh?
Fuck them. Fuck. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking
We're just
nothing you
waiting
said
on.
there was incorrect.
We're just waiting on Daddy Tanky.
Yeah. We're waiting on DJ Tom Hanks here.
Let me see. Let me ping him in Discord. Oh, Sen got it. Look, Sen's all over the shit.
Hell yeah. Super Sen to the fucking rescue as always.
Right. Usually when it's when there's a delay like this, especially because I was delayed too, because fuck me, I'm a slacker, I guess. I'll go ahead and let people start to do intros, and then when Matt comes in, we'll let him do his intro. For those that have been on or have seen the broadcast before, the intros are pretty cake. It's who you are, what are you doing, where can we find you, favorite types of strains to smoke, or maybe what strain you're smoking on right now as far as weed goes, and your favorite method of consumption. So really easy questions. Talorx has probably answered this has answered this the most out of anybody in this room, because Talorx has been a repeat broadcast partner on StonerCast. Yes, a repeat offender on the StonerCast. So based as hell. But we'll go ahead and start with FamousHorse, and then FreshFacesNewIdeas, and then we'll go to JeniBurns, and then to Talorx.
All right. Yeah, what's up, everyone? Yeah, so I am FamousHorse, Twitch content creator, streamer, whatever the hell you call that, right? Yeah, you can find me on Twitch at FamousHorse, or on Twitter at WellKnownEquine. I kind of got started as like a weird Twitter person back in like 2011. That's kind of what I did, just like tweets, until eventually my big account got banned because I got in a fight with a Destiny fan. And I made two fatal mistakes. I got in a fight with Red Charlotte, and I said that that China rolled out their vaccines well, and those were my two fatal mistakes, and I got banned. So anyways, yeah, I'm a communist. I shitpost, that kind of stuff. We stream political coverage, news, analysis, and we do in-depth interviews with journalists, podcasters, comedians, stuff like that. Usually every Thursday. Sometimes there'll be other streamers or political figures like Chaos's Mel or Left Flank Vets, those kinds of people. Rest of the time, we stream 6 days a week, and we just do news, current events, analysis, and paranormal stuff. So my favorite strain, I'm an indica person usually. I smoke mostly to go to bed. I'm a lightweight, like 2-3 bowls, I'm fucked. One dab, and I am laying in bed thinking about the inevitability of my own mortality, and what unbelievable thing waits beyond the veil. Obviously, it's nothingness. When I die, my soul will evaporate like so much dust in the wind. Yeah, so follow me at FamousHorse, twitch.tv/FamousHorse. Yeah, that's right.
I can already tell this is going to be great. Okay, thank you very much.
I'm very hostile, by the way.
Based.
Fucking hostile.
Yeah.
I agree on that. 100%. Fresh Faces, New Ideas. The first time I'm actually getting to see you, so this is new.
Fresh Face.
How you doing? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I do have to let me do my intro, and I'll get to the strand stuff. So, I'm Fresh Faces New Ideas. I stream on Twitch. I used to stream more consistently. Now it's basically whenever I have time and my internet's working. Yeah, you can find me on twitch.tv/FreshFacesNewIdeas. You can find me on Twitter at FacesIdeas. I weekly do the Center Left Radio podcast. You can find me on Productive Conversations when they talk basketball. I'm almost essentially right 100% of the time when it comes to basketball. As for strains, I don't know. I haven't smoked in years. I wasn't really the big user. I smoked when I was in a fraternity in college, and then when I got out, I kind of stopped. I either got I didn't feel it, or I got too stoned to function as a human being.
That happens.
And
that can
like,
happen.
like literally, one of my roommates gave me a grab bong hit, and I was stoned for, I think, 8 hours. Look, I advocate anyone who wants to do it. If you don't, it's all good. Yeah, that's me.
Like
Jason has passed away. It is really unfortunate to see. He was a very great man, great creator, and I appreciate him bringing us together for his funeral preemptively. I've never heard somebody say his own final words with us pre that. So
it was touching. And Jason, great man. I'm so sorry. The CIA paid me a lot of money. I had no choice.
What can you do? We live in a society.
Shit, the Lockheed Martin R9X knife missile seems to have missed. I wonder whose house I hit that.
Oh,
fuck.
Shit.
Shit.
Wait, is that his voice? He has risen.
On the fourth minute, he rose again.
Has been fulfilled.
I return with rapidness. Another person lost to marijuana overdose.
Absolutely. Fucking will you be the next victim?
You never know. You never know. It all depends on Avenging Pineapple if he keeps encouraging me to do more drugs. It's all his fault.
True.
So, Jenny.
Hey, my name is JeniBurns. As you can probably hear, I am a single mom. I've got one kid in the background who refuses to go to bed. So she's sitting here on my lap. Single mom. I literally just started streaming last week after being encouraged by some of my favorite streamers like James from the internet. I do variety streams. You can see me most prolifically on Twitter as Unicorn Exhaust. I also am on TikTok and Instagram, but not as prolific there. I'm a 3D artist. I did not make my avatar. I'm working on that. It is really hard to make stuff for VR as opposed to what I'm used to doing. Yeah, that's pretty much me. As far as my consumption, normally I stick with edibles because I can hide those easier.
Right? No, I feel that. Especially with the young ones, for sure.
I've got like nooks and crannies, and like I don't have to worry about like losing a weed pen or like. And I also, I liked the flavor of smoking joints, but like it's the hit of the smoke that I never really got.
Mm-hmm.
So but I think I've been smoking since I was like 17. I'm 42 now, so what's that?
Do you have like a preference? Like, because even edibles, you can get like sativa or indica or hybrids. Is there one you prefer, or is it just kind of like I like Rice Krispie treats and brownies or something?
Right. I mean, it depends on the time of day. Usually, I get gummies just because they're the cheapest and they last the longest.
Oh, I love gummies. I love gummies.
And like, I might be 42, but also like my palate is like I'm 5.
Fair, I feel that on a personal level.
But oh, hang on.
Mac and cheese and hot dogs. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, apparently, me telling everybody mommy's gonna be doing something tonight means everybody needs to camp out on the couch with me. So,
I mean, that's fair.
Right. So
I remember those days. I used to have those days. I remember that.
Yeah, it would probably be easier if it was just one of them. But like, I have 3 at home. I've also got a 22-year-old, but she's out doing her own thing. So she's got her own life to live.
Yeah, that's kind of like my kiddo now is just totally like. I mean, we're very close and all, but it's like, yeah, Dad, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I got other things to do. I got other people to talk to.
And shit.
Yeah. So
Right. My 12-year-old's getting to that point. Like, Mom, I don't want to hang out with you. Can I like go play Minecraft alone?
Yep. I
Or
feel
like,
that.
or like go hang out with like his one buddy in the neighborhood. But yeah, so it's
Nice.
they get to a certain age. Like I've got like my 5-year-old clinger, and I've got my 10-year-old who's like okay with hanging out with me still.
Hmm.
But I actually have gotten closer with my 22-year-old since she's become an adult, and like we talk on Discord all the time. So, and it's fun, and now she's old enough that I can share like creepy, or like not creepy, but like weird memes and just like adult things, not like I can share weed memes.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
and like you know, like more grown up humor, you know, and you know, I'm getting to learn who she is as a person, and it's really awesome because like you know, when they're a kid, they're still learning to be like a human being, and now she's like getting a hang of it, and I'm really proud of her.
That's awesome. I love that. Right on. Let's hop over to Talorx and get Talorx's intro. By the way, thanks for rating in, Talorx. I appreciate that.
Of course, and I'm Talorx of TalorXLIVE. I talk about fucking cults, high control fucking groups, and the tactics that they use to control people. I like to focus on groups like Scientology, Christian nationalism, Heaven's Gate, those types of things, and some other content. But that's the type of shit that I typically do. It's a good time. We smoke copious amounts of herbal substances, and it's a goddamn good time over here. I try to say a different fucking strain every time I'm here for my favorite strain. And I am going to say that my favorite strain would be BC Kush. Oh, yes. BC Kush. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Captain Jackass. But fucking, I would say BC Kush because like I was going through a slump where I just couldn't get high for the longest time, like no matter what I did or no matter how much I smoked.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this BC Kush, and I smoked that shit, and it fucking almost had me passing out. So I was like, oh, goddamn, like, this is some real shit. Like, thank you, Jesus, I needed this. And I don't know what it did, like, if it reset my cannabinoid receptors and just made them, like, not just destroyed. But it was absolutely amazing. It was a beautiful moment, and I will cherish it forever. Or until I forget about it.
No, I've had strains that have done that to me, where it's like there's something about the strain
give you
where
faith and fucking high
totally
again.
resets my fucking I've actually had that a couple times where I ate like, it sounds weird, but I ate really high doses of edibles, like 700, 800 milligrams, and then like I'd be like super high and then high the next day when I woke up. So I wouldn't really smoke the next day, but by the following day when I did smoke, it was like I was getting high for the first time again. It was fucking crazy. So I've definitely had that experience.
I'm a big fan of the edible megadose. That's personally the only way I use edibles is just megadoses to just meet Jesus and just pass
Jesus
out.
Christ, man.
That's the way.
Yeah, see, I use them because like I can control my dose.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started using them. Actually started using them more a few months ago. Well, yeah, a few months ago. I was going through cancer treatment, and I needed something to not really make me hungry, but like make me just feel less sick. And so I went from like trying to like get high with them, because I used to use them just to relax. Like some moms drink wine, I use weed.
Hey, mommy's a little helper, right?
It tastes better. I can't help it. But it so I could control like what dose made me feel better to the point where I could function without being too tired, because I was already tired.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's amazing, because like you know, like when I started smoking, it was just like, you know, it is, you know, you smoke what you had.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, the way you controlled your dose was just like putting the joint out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, you didn't know how strong it was going to be until you hit it, because, you know, it wasn't it wasn't regulated. You didn't see like how much, you know, how much THC was in it, or how strong or it is. Like, if if it was indica or sativa, you didn't know unless like your dealer was like really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, sometimes,
most of the time.
right, and
Yeah.
sometimes like they were full of shit.
Yeah,
You know, like,
just making it up.
I think it's more
this
apt to
one's
say, like,
called-
sometimes they were telling the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're almost
Sometimes
always lying.
right. Sometimes they were telling the truth, but sometimes they didn't even fucking know, and they were just like saying,
Yeah.
well, you know, maybe it's this. It's like, you know,
I remember
So-
back in the day, fucking Wiz
This is
Khalifa
us.
was fucking big, fucking, and like OG Kush was like the weed, and every dealer supposedly had OG Kush, and it's just like, no, you're full of shit, dog. That's definitely not it.
You want to hear
Fucking-
something interesting about OG Kush? Did you know that the original strain of OG Kush was not an indica dominant? It was actually a sativa.
Really?
Yeah, the original
That's what they
OG
want
Kush
you to
was a
think.
sativa.
Yeah,
They-
that sounds
they-
like some Illuminati shit right
they-
there.
Well, they
That's a
bred
lie.
out a lot of the characteristics because of how they industrialized growing. When you stop allowing the plant to grow taller and you start, you know, cloning and breeding out the features that make it a sativa, by default it picks up some of the other characteristics, and
But
like
our
that's what
Kush is
happened with
not,
OG
like,
Kush.
Our Kush is not like fucking indicas, but asterisks needed. Almost all Kush is indicas. Like, are they not almost?
A lot
always?
of them now, yeah. But like the original OG Kush, like that started all that, was not. It was very much a sativa, and then it just kind of the genetics got bred out of it. That's literally what happened. The genetics got bred out of it as they industrialized. But yeah, I remember getting that shit back in the day and it being like more sativa feeling. And the last time I got OG Kush, my ass was fucking couch locked for like 3 hours. I wasn't doing shit. Like,
Based. Fuck yeah. No, like if you get some real good, like the real shit, like then you know you're fucking with some real shit. But like you can look at some shit, like especially OG Kush, because everybody said they had it. So you know, like you look into it and like you look it up, like, you know, oh, it's got the orange hairs and like the this and the like. There's ways you can spot it, and then they give you these little fucking popcorn ass nugs, and you're like, that's some bullshit.
yeah, you can't tell what it is when they're that fucking small. Come on, guys.
Yeah, they
you
fucking
could be
lie,
giving
yeah.
me anything. No, I feel that, and I remember like being like, because when it wasn't legal in Arizona, before it was legal here, I mean, shit, I'm still fighting back a felony here that I'm supposed to be able to get expunged. For weed, for fucking weed, nothing else. For weed.
Yeah.
And I remember like having to wait in 7-Eleven parking lots for fucking 2 hours for the weed man to come, and like getting the whole thing of like, oh, the runaround of, yeah, dude, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'm right around the fucking corner, blah, 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 you know, and then they show up and they got like half of what you asked for or some shit, or they end up taxing you like an extra $5 for some bullshit. I was so happy when dispensaries came. I know a lot of people still like to buy off the street here even. But I'm like, dude, I don't want to deal with that shit. And now everybody's putting fucking fentanyl in every fucking drug possible. And I'm nervous to even buy off the street because I don't want some shit with fentanyl in it. Dude, I am not about that life, dude.
Do you
Fuck
actually
that
think
shit.
they're putting fentanyl in it, or do you think that's bullshit? I don't know if I believe that.
We've had some cases here in Arizona where they actually, there were fentanyl overdoses that were related to people buying weed off the street, you know?
I mean, what was
it's
the
few and far
story that
between,
woman
but-
touched? That woman recently touched a dollar bill and thought she had a fentanyl overdose because her boyfriend was a cop, and he like convinced her that that was what was happening.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't hear
that was-
about
That is
that.
psychogenic. That is 100% psychogenic. That is Havana
100%.
syndrome for cops.
Right.
Yeah, because they released that PSA like where the guy like looked at fentanyl and then like went into shock. and that it's like not a thing.
Yeah, no. With that weed thing, or the fentanyl thing, the woman picks up a dollar bill. Her husband had already told her that people were putting meth and fentanyl in dollar bills for some indeterminate reason. Because if there's one thing I know about drug dealers is that they love giving drugs away for free. So they love it. They just like
especially on Halloween in your candy.
On Halloween,
right at Halloween.
Yeah. I actually, one of my neighbors on Halloween, he was giving out candied apples, and he filled it with fentanyl and razor blades because it's a tasty treat. But she had heard from her husband that people were putting drugs in dollar bills. She picks up the dollar bill, remarks on it, and her husband says, "Oh, people are putting fentanyl in those." And she had just eaten a Big Mac, so she probably felt like shit. Boom, psychogenic illness. And her husband drives like 90 miles over the speed limit to get her to the hospital. And even the police were like, yeah, there's no fentanyl in this dollar bill.
Yeah.
What a total dumbass. What the fuck, man?
I mean, it's literally Havana syndrome for cops. I mean, psychogenic illnesses are very real. They do happen. Look up the dancing plague of Strasbourg. Yep. That was an incident where a single person, the index case, was able to trigger a plague of dancing where people just psychogenically made themselves dance until some people died from exhaustion. Like, it's easy to you can do that pretty easily. There was a big case that was recorded in Germany where the second most popular YouTuber in Germany was able to generate psychogenic Tourette's in hundreds of kids, or teenagers, young adults.
Fucked up. Oh my god, that is fucking great. Like, what was the method that he used in order to do that? Do you know, what happened?
No, so it's basically just like a couple factors. So the reason they were able to tell this wasn't legitimate Tourette's was a couple things. One, Tourette's is 4 times more likely to present in men rather than women. 2, it presents in early childhood or early adolescence rather than adulthood. These people were all over the age of 20. And 3, they all displayed the same tics, which were complex motor and vocal tics, which are not usually seen in Tourette's. Stuff like sig heiling, smashing eggs on their heads, saying
Tourette's makes you a Nazi. When did that happen?
Right. Well, that was the claim. That's how they knew it was fake, because the YouTuber who claimed to have Tourette's would always do that, would always do Nazi stuff, and he said, "Oh, I have Tourette's to get around Germany's laws." I'm sure. So they were able to trace it back to the index case, and basically, like, stress, isolation, and other psychological factors make it more likely for someone to generate a psychogenic illness. And when they talk to these people and they're like, actually, this is going to go away, this is in your head, most of the cases went away within a week. And they were debilitating too. So it wasn't like they were doing it for attention. They were like debilitating. Like, some of these people lost their jobs because of it. Hey, you can trick yourself into getting sick pretty easily. And Havana syndrome's an even easier one, because what's the main symptom? A headache. And you get headaches if you're stressed, you get headaches if you're drunk, you get headaches if you're dehydrated, and if you're a fucking CIA ghoul stationed overseas worrying if your cover's going to get blown, it's pretty easy for you to be stressed to the point of getting a headache.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I could totally see that. And yeah, like, that Havana syndrome thing, man, the symptoms are so broad outside of the headache. It's like, none of it makes sense. Definitely psychogenic shit going on there.
And I guess that's, sorry. I just wanted to kind of say, like, that I guess on the other side of that as well, sorry, my throat's kind of fucking on fire. That kind of plays into, like, on the other side of it, as well as, like, placebos as well. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the placebos don't necessarily work, but they're genetic, I can't say the word, fucking cures, in a way. They're not actually curing, but, like, like, people can, like, get themselves through shit with fucking, like, placebos and that type of shit. Not saying that you should rely on those things in any way, shape, or form, but there's some crazy shit towards that, showing that there is some power behind that, your brain just being off, not off, but, like, thinking a certain way.
Well, cults talk about those a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's other things, like, I don't know if you guys remember, there's this commercial about this like, flu that you have to, like, watch out with your college kid. I think it's a flu. I don't remember what it is, but one of the symptoms is, like, a headache. And it's like, yeah, if you don't take care of this, you have, like, a 24-hour window of survival. I'm like, listen, if the only symptom I'm having is a fucking headache, I'm going to take a nap and then I'm going to die the next day.
Bacterial meningitis is what you're talking about.
Was that what it was? It was some PSA for something. But every time I saw the commercial, I'm like, this just makes me think every time I have a bad headache, I'm just going to die. Like, this is not a effective way to tell me these things.
Right, because it like you hear about these symptoms and they're like symptoms that you have in everyday life, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to die all the time.
Yeah. Imagine people who are hypochondriacs with this type of information going around. These people probably think they're fucking sick from all sorts of shit all the goddamn time, you know? I feel sorry for them, you know? Because the more we put out, like, PSAs about X fucking illness and these symptoms, the more these folks are going to be like, oh, yeah, maybe I have that, you know? And I've seen that with people. I had a sister who was very, 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 like that. She
hey, what's up, DJ
big
Tom
time.
Hanks?
Oh, my camera wasn't on.
Yeah, your camera's working. Yeah, I convinced myself I had Ebola once. I went to the doctor. I'm like, I have
You
Ebola.
probably did.
No, I didn't. I thought I had Ebola, and he was like, really? Okay, so like, when did you get back from like South Saharan Africa? And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, have you been in contact with anyone from South Saharan who's been there in the past week? And I was like, no. And he's like, you don't have Ebola, you have the flu. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh fuck.
Well, let's take a minute, and I just want to let Matt introduce himself and do his intro, since we didn't get to earlier. So, Matt, I think you know the drill. You know what you're doing on Twitch, where people can find you, favorite strains, and preferred method of consumption.
I am Matt, aka DJ Tom Hanks. I would do a stream known as the UnelectableAirwaves with my friend Tony, and we stream every night and talk about you know, like lefty politics and science and tech and crank shit.
Am I broken or is it
That's
just not
the
broken?
you know, the academic term for it. And we have a good time. We have a lot of fun. We you know, been growing, and yeah, it's fun. We used to do a podcast, but then we like started doing this like as like a side thing, and then just slowly started doing this, and now we like barely ever do the podcast anymore. I might do one, like we're having Anders Lee's coming on tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
The dude from Pod Damn America,
Mhm.
and I'll probably cut that up and put that out on the podcast.
Oh,
feed.
nice.
And I try to do one a month, right? But like I'm really bad at reaching out to guests. You know, like so I've had like, you know, like one person ghosted me like in the early days, just like didn't reply to my DMs, and ever since then I've been like, you know, fucking nervous about asking people.
Well, I tell you what, if you are in
I'll
need
give
of
my
some
best.
help with that, I do know a great booker who is absolutely looking for more people to do booking gigs with. So, just throwing that out there. If you want to talk
what
to
does that
him.
entail?
Well, he's brought you guys all here, you know, takes care of like when I have somebody drop, you know, all that shit. So, make sure we've got a full panel. So, if it's something you need, you might want to ask Sen about it. He's always open to doing that. But
I keep trying to browbeat the mods into doing it, but no one's doing it. I
I I've had to do it on mine.
Like,
It's not
yeah,
too bad. You can do it.
like if I was like a mod for somebody and they were like, yo, reach out to so and so to get them on the stream, I would do that. Like I would feel cool doing that, you know. I'd feel like you know, like big time.
Yeah.
yeah, same.
Simply,
Oh, I'm just the booking agent for this stream. Oh.
yeah. Simply lie and
Put
say
on
that
your
you're doing
resume
a
that
school
you're a
project.
booking agent.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can tell people you put it on the resume. You'd be their reference.
Yep.
They work for you as a booking agent for your online community.
Yeah, that sounds
It's
good.
not a bad
Yeah.
thing to say that you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's actually a pretty
It's
cool
a thing to
thing.
put on the resume.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a marketable skill. You coordinate meetings around people's schedule. Like it's,
Yeah.
Did you put the? I'm like scared to even put like the stream on here on my resume. Like I
it is,
have a
you know, it
podcast
is what
on
it is.
here.
I'm
I just
super
don't want
hesitant to do that.
employers to come listen to all of our.
Look, as long as you like
radical
phrase it
takes.
correctly, you could just say you're somebody who helped organize meetings as part of a social media program or something. Like it's just all about
Like
it's all about just saying what sounds professional. That's all resumes are sounding professional.
Social,
I mean,
social
MLM
media
mommies-
coordinator.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say MLM mommies are putting like their quote unquote businesses on resumes all the time. They just call themselves,
Yeah,
they just talk about like accounting that they've done, bookkeeping that they've done. I mean, there's stuff that you do in MLMs that like is marketable as
real
a
stuff.
job outside. It's just that they're also scummy, but
I just don't want them to come on the stream and listen to our.
Yeah, no,
vlogs.
I know. They don't. You don't want them to listen to it.
yeah. That's also. I mean, so you can phrase it as like all the things that you've done, and like absent the actual stream.
like for me, if I was using it for a job, I wouldn't even say my stream. I would just say that I worked in marketing and stuff for people that
content
had an online
creation
presence.
for
Content.
various online vehicles and with various online creators. Because like I've done work with every single one of you now. Like you know what I mean? Like in the sense that like, hey, we've done it. So like, various people. Like I can't even point you in one direction. Like I've worked with all these different people. It's just way too many to mention. So, and it's not lying. It's useful skills, and it's vague enough to be like, okay, don't look into it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't tie your real name to your stream, then you're kind of fucked because then they'll find you.
Well, so Matt, what you got to do is, since you got so many mods, just claim that you work for Hassan. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know?
True.
That is so true. They might look into it though.
They might look into it. In which case, say that you were fired due to an incident where you booked the wrong person on the wrong day, and then change the subject.
And then turn that into like your strengths now on how you learned from that, and you double check everything because you never want to let anyone down the way you did that day.
Oh my god, beautiful!
Or just say like even if you don't want to like make it like that big, just say you were part of the ban wave where he got removed for the Crackergate thing. Like nobody's going to double check that.
Always put it on Crackergate.
There we go. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure you can say that phrase though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you combine it with gate, it's good.
Okay. But you can't say
wasn't
Gauzy.
using it
You
to
can't
refer to
add
anybody,
Gauzy.
so therefore it's acceptable.
Yeah,
Isn't that
can't
the
say
way
it
that
when you
TOS
say
works
it.
on this? As long as I'm not directly referring to a single person like that.
Yeah, you have to like be attacking somebody.
Legitimately, I never pay any attention or cover when these stupid things happen because it's like 80% of drama is a waste of time.
I'll be honest. I did a hold on.
Conspiracy theories are my favorite.
I did a stream right after Crackergate, and it was a cracker appreciation stream, and I had like a bunch of different variations of crackers, and I was eating them and putting
that sounds fun.
different logos up on my desk. On my desktop.
I love appreciating things.
Yeah, I love a good cracker.
I love appreciating things. I love to be an appreciator of fine.
I think.
But the whole thing was like I had to avoid saying the word cracker, so like it was like these baked delicious little treats,
Tasty treat. That's a tasty treat, just like a cold mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
No, like what was I gonna say? I think that there's a bunch of like right-wingers, like right-wing snowflakes that work for the moderation.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
like
you know
the
about
cracker thing and the fucking simp thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all social media, dude.
You can say simp, but you can't call somebody that in an overly derogatory way. And I'm sure if you like fucking use it a whole bunch or just like saying it like a million times, then like maybe they might have an issue. But like, but you can't call somebody it.
That's true.
And
well,
you can't use it as a name in your emotes, because I remember when Idan Simpson had to like rename all of his emotes.
that's
It's
funny.
like it's in his fucking
Oh
name.
yeah. Okay, that's really funny.
Oh, that's
We don't have
great.
we don't have simp jail. We have S-word jail.
Oh, that's what
Or
that is.
S-slur.
I didn't know what that
S-slur.
was. I didn't know what
Yeah.
that was this whole time. I was trying to figure out what S-slur that could have been.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder about that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
I mean,
what's
that's
the S-slur.
yeah. What's the S? That makes
Because
sense.
it's not a real slur.
Well, see, that makes sense. I thought it was
But that's
something
what's fucking funny
anti-Italian.
about it, but they are saying that it is. Like, I guess it is.
Well, they don't like it when people point out their flaws. Like when you're sitting there in somebody's chat like all day long and you're like throwing like $20,000 at them like at a time, and then you expect that like you know them and that they're going to respond directly to you all the time favorably.
I would.
There's
I want to put
name
this out
for
there.
it.
If you want to come into my chat and throw $20 at
That's
me,
right.
I'll absolutely respond.
We
to you.
will. I will
Yeah.
respond favorably too. If you want to do that,
I
my
respond-
chat knows. Greyhound knows.
True.
I
Yeah.
respond to literally everybody. I like all the
Yeah.
time, except for one guy in my chat who links me conspiracy
Well, I
theories
mean-
and paragraphs.
I'm a
Other than
two-viewer
that, I
Andy,
don't.
so yeah, same.
Yeah, I try to respond to everybody. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody that comes in and they're just spitting some bullshit, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna let the chat take care of it, you know. But for the
I'm a
most part,
peop-
I really enjoy talking to my chat. Like half my stream, most of the time, ends up being me just interacting with the people in my chat because it's actually
yeah,
some of the
totally.
best stuff, you know. Like
That's
We love to interact with chat.
People try.
literally what I tell my chat too. Like I'm not a huge streamer, so I'm like, listen, you guys are spoiled. Like if I get big, if I have had like a like 300 people, I can't individually yell at every single one of you.
You better you better learn how to read quick because you gotta
There you
respond to
go.
every comment.
Like
Yeah,
No,
it's
I-
1,000
I mean-
viewers. Every
if
comment.
that happens, I'll deal with it. But like till then, it's like, listen, every single time one of you pops up and you have a thing or a statement or a question, I have the time to respond to you. So you're spoiled by it now, and then hopefully, when things get bigger, see. So take advantage of the time we have now to ask me all the dumb things that you want to tell me about all the other stuff.
What's your
I mean, it
favorite
seems like
color?
that's what Hassan does, right?
What?
It seems like that's what Hassan does, right? It seems like the people he responds to are like, people who've been around for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
even in my chat, people, if you've been around a while and you interact a lot, you get preferential reading treatment.
Of course.
Well, yeah, because there's a
I try to read
vested
everyone,
interest by the viewer, and they've developed
always.
in some way a relationship with the streamer, so it's like easier to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
And your eyes just even see their names first, essentially, like not that you see them first or anything, but like certain names pop out different, you know what I mean? Or like
Mhm.
different badges help you see names and shit. Like all mine kind of look the same.
yeah, like those subscriber badges, they really make sure that I know who I should respond to.
Oh,
Just
fucking.
Just kidding.
But no, like
That's a
fucking
fact. Like if you're a subscriber, I'm definitely gonna respond to you.
well, like I think it's important to try your best to like for me, like I try my best to ensure that every person that comes to my stream, and I know this isn't something that you can always do or that everyone does or fits into people's stream type, but like every person that comes in gets recognized and knows what's good and that like I appreciate them and like try to read them. But like there's sometimes like certain things like I try to go based on size of message. You know what I mean? Like if I like have to rip through shit, like that's a fucking paragraph. Can't read that. Fucking like here's a quick little thing. Try to read that. If
It
shit's
also
getting
depends
too
on like
fast.
how relevant their question is to what like the current topic is.
Yeah.
Like
reading your
like, you're
head
trying
then
to-
say it out loud, I guess, but like
So like for me, like unless like doing StonerCast or when I'm doing StonerCast bites, I don't do it. But like I did totally fucking, I won't even fucking lie. I totally lifted that from Talorx. But like I do respond to every single person that comes in. Like if they're a new chatter, they get love. Like even if they say some
Oh, yeah, for
stupid
sure.
shit up front. Like it's just. I like that. Like it's actually one of the things that got me very engaged in Talorx's stream is because. It's like you go in and like you felt like somebody gave a shit that you were going in there. You know what I mean? That's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
feeling.
totally.
Hell yeah. Based. It's true. And oh sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm guilty of being one of those like paragraph people that come into chat and like types a paragraph. I don't care if the streamer like reads it out loud. I actually prefer not, because like then it like starts like either a big discussion or a fight.
Yeah, well, like there's nothing wrong with fucking
Yeah,
posting fucking paragraphs or anything like that necessarily, but like if like I'll try to read them, of course. But like it's one of those things that if shit's getting too crazy or shit's coming fast, like the ones that just say fucking like you're a fucking loser, fucking okay, well I'm gonna read that one, yeah, like I want people to know that I fucking read your comment saying that to me, but you know, like or whatever, you know, something short and quippy.
The meaner the comment, the better.
Exactly. I love chuds.
Yeah, the most I ever got roasted was when I let my nephews like join me on stream for like 20 minutes and they just mercilessly bullied me the whole time. I'm like, fuck, I'm just getting owned on stream by 10-year-olds. Like, this fucking sucks.
Fuck.
No, that's like when my kiddo comes on stream, sometimes she'll come in and say hi. She likes to talk to our community. Our community's always been really kind to her. And she'll come in and, you know, like say hi and stuff. And it's straight up the Kaya hour. Like I might as well just fucking walk away for the rest of the stream because everybody in chat's like talking to her. They're like, just shut up, Jason. Just let me talk to her.
right now, I'm trying to start a fatwa against Mouselanders. No Mouselander posters, no Mouselanders allowed. I will not engage with Mouseland. Mouseland rightfully belongs to Armenia. It's a part of Greater Armenia and shall be returned.
Fair.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know who this guy
That's
Peter
fine.
Rothschild is, but he's an interesting cat in my chat. He says Celine
Dion
Dion is a witch.
Check her clothing line. These psychopaths are after our children. Jesus is king. That's right, buddy. Jesus is king.
Fucking speaking of that, one time I got a
Sic
Nazi
Semper
raid.
Tyrannus. Oh, that's nice.
I got a fucking a cozy streamer raid, and Brittany from Politically Provoked is in there. I wanted to add that. And often fucking
Yikes.
yeah,
She's hot garbage, but yeah, go ahead.
Nazi lady.
She came in with them. Brittany, the previous left-wing host of Politically Provoked.
That's been like look, I don't even follow Politically Provoked, and I know.
She still claims she's on the
We all know
left.
she's
and I'm
not.
like,
like slightly to the
I don't
left
know
of
who that
Tim
is.
Pool, possibly.
Oh,
No.
She's
She's
Is that
further,
the
right?
show?
But their shtick is the same.
Yeah, she's slightly to the right of Strasser. So
fucking yeah, like she came in with them, and all of them are fucking just like just spam posting Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king, and it's just like
Not
what
even
the
king.
fuck? Oh,
yo, that's
goddamn.
some serious baby brain shit.
I
I love Jesus. He's king, baby. I'm a
Fucking-
fascist.
Exactly. It's like fucking like dog. Like you came to the right fucking channel if you want to fucking chat about this shit. Like what's up? Like let's talk about this. Fucking but no, we're just gonna spam Christ is king.
Baby brain shit.
It is.
We hate them. Yeah, sorry guys. I am definitely going to be quiet on Discord for all of you guys because you want to boost my volume. I'm like plus 12 decibel in OBS.
You sound fine to me.
Oh, okay, cool then.
Wait a minute. Should I turn mine on? I think people last night were saying that they would go to our stream if I turned it on, but not
I don't know.
necessarily come to Jason's. Like I usually don't put it on there because I want to like
Yeah, I
you know,
can't hear
boost
him at
Jason's
all.
numbers.
Mm.
Oh, you
oh,
can't
that's
hear
up
me?
to you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Wait a minute. How
No,
do I
not
turn
me.
it
I
on?
can't hear. I don't know if DJ Tom Hanks is talking at all, but like you guys are responding to somebody I can't hear.
Oh.
Oh, you
DJ
can't
Tom
hear
Hanks
Horse?
is muttering.
Oh. If I'm gonna turn it on this stream, do I just put it like a browser window, or is there some like
I mean,
hack?
I'm doing it through with a virtual camera. Like you can what you're seeing in Discord is what I see on OBS and what's going out to my stream. Just windowed.
What?
I'm using a virtual camera, so it's sending my OBS feed out.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to use your camera on Discord video, and well, not hard, but like it's a setup. Like you gotta kind of add it.
So for StonerCast, all I do is screen capture Discord, and then I just do everything from that screen capture, and then I've got an overlay that it sits in.
So, Jason, I noticed that you managed to properly inverse the inversed thing so it's legible.
I mean, that sounds hard. I'm just gonna make it a browser window.
Wait, which inverse thing?
Well, because when you use virtual cameras into Discord, it's the image is flipped, right? So
Right.
my chat's on the opposite
Ooh.
side, but I'm noticing on your stream that you flipped it so it's the right way.
Oh, it does it
double
automatically. It'll always
inversion.
show backwards for you, but when anybody else sees it, it shows the right way.
Oh, it's
Oh,
backward.
shit.
It's backwards on my stream.
Yeah, because you're seeing your version of
Oh,
it.
because I'm seeing mine. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're,
No.
you're
Yeah.
fine on my side. Your chat's a nice and correct way.
Okay. Because I'm
Yeah, I don't
seeing
even
you as
see him.
backwards, Taylor. That's why I was confused.
I'm backwards.
Yeah,
see
you
me
do
backwards.
show us backwards.
I
It's
do.
just funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Richard? Oh, fucking! I need to not be backwards. I can fix that. I think.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna put it on the browser window what your feed looks like.
Oh, okay. Actually, Matt, my chat actually explained how you do it. So what you do, Matt, is you take your MacBook, you toss it in the trash, and purchase a PC. So that might help you with the streaming system setup.
I'm also not on a PC, but like,
Fucking PC
if you would
people
like
are
to
weird,
donate
dude.
to
Well,
a
because
fund
yeah,
that would help me, I would appreciate that.
PC forever.
All right, is it right now? I picked the
I
other
don't know.
camera source because it was like the right way. Now is it
Yeah, now
correct?
it's the right way.
Flip the right way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now it's good.
It's backwards on my side.
So we see it correct now. So this is we're talking about inversing windows, and we're all very high, and we keep saying flipping backwards, back and forth. So everyone's confused. It looks fine for us.
Why didn't we inverse the window? Inverse it properly.
Okay,
Fucking
that's actually a pretty good bit right there. That was actually a pretty good bit. Congratulations, Taylor. That was good.
Yeah, that was a good transition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Matt, DJ Tom Hanks, how high are you right now?
I'm not high at all.
Dude, what the fuck?
I got.
Get high right now. I demand it.
I just went out. I got 4 new cartridges.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
One of them being my favorite. I forgot to give my favorite strain earlier, during the intros. But that strawberry cough.
Oh, you were talking about
this
that
shit
last
is
time.
so good. Yeah.
That's always been up there for me too. I like that strain a lot.
One of those, a Candyland, which I never had before.
You will love Candyland. That one's really fucking good. I like Candyland a lot. That's definitely one of my favorites. Like you hit 2 of my favorites in the Strawberry Cough and Candyland.
Strawberry
really
cough
good
is
streams.
great because when
Strains.
you
Yeah.
I got it purely because they talk about it in Children of Men. By the way, holy shit, we had a 23-month sub. Let's go.
Yes, you've
23
seen Children
bubbles.
of Men too?
Oh, damn.
Yes. The scene
Yeah,
in
Children
that
of Men's
movie
good.
where they're getting the little kits with the fucking strawberry
Yeah,
cough.
and he says it tastes like strawberry. Like hit it and then cough, and it tastes like strawberry. So I thought that was real. So when I bought strawberry cough, I smoked it and then coughed it. It didn't taste like strawberries. So I was like, "You're lied to me. This isn't real."
It's
Feel
got
it,
it's
not
got
the
a
movie.
little bit of a like strawberry undertone to it, but it's not heavy. Like at least all of it that I've had is like it's there, but it's light. You know.
I expected it to taste like weed, and then when I coughed, it to taste like strawberries. But that's not the case.
No such luck. No such luck.
Yeah.
Another strain I really like
it.
that's kind of from that same like era of like strains that came out is Agent Orange. If you guys ever had that one's really good too.
No, that's actually illegal, I think, to use.
True.
I mean, it's still causing cancer in Vietnam to this day.
Well, it tastes really good when you smoke it. That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Well, that's good to know. I'll contact an army depot, see if I can get my hands on some.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, they do be coming up with some fucked up names for strains and shit. I'm waiting for the
Right.
anthrax strain to come out, you know?
Oh, dude. I
Bro, you know
wanna-
the more panic for an anthrach strain.
Oh, it'd be so sick. I want to get my hands on like OG
I'd be down.
R9X knife missile.
What is it?
Wait, do you guys know about the R9X knife missile? Are you aware that is a thing that
knife
exists?
missile.
No.
What? You guys don't know about the knife missile?
Knife missile.
No,
You might have to show
I
us.
can imagine based on the name that it's a missile that shoots knives.
Yeah, seriously.
Or
Yeah,
it's
no,
shaped like a knife. Or
no,
it's designed to like cut through buildings or something.
It's just
No,
a giant steak knife.
It's way more evil than that. Hold on, let me properly get the right scene here.
They all have phosphorus tips.
I'm
Phosphorus
gonna
bomb
make you
tips.
big. See, I love this kind of shit. I should have said that before too. Like, anytime anybody wants to share anything during these, it's totally cool. Like, I dig that shit.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, people on my stream can't see but this is what it is. It's the R9X knife missile, and basically what it does is it shoots out giant knives. So instead of blowing you up, it cuts you in half. And the U.S. Army has said this is a great way to lower civilian casualties.
What?
Because it only cuts them in half, you know, like
right, because it's a modified Hellfire, and basically instead of exploding this, it puts out these 3 or like 6 giant knives. So like it'll cut through a house, it'll cut through a car.
So
they assassinated someone with it. It just cuts right through the car and chops everyone into 100 pieces. It still killed everyone in the car though, so it does
more
still cause
precise.
Yeah, but it only took out the car, not the city block.
Right. So they're like, see, this is a smart missile, guys. We're moving towards peace.
Fucking there you go. Who would have thought peace involved blades?
That's right.
You know,
chopping people up.
We love a Hellfire missile with 6 large blades, tungsten blades that cut through metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have healthcare.
Yeah.
We need guided blades, bro. Fucking guided blades, though, bro. It'll less civilians, I promise, bro. Please, please, bro. We need the knife bombs, bro.
I mean, before we were just completely exploding people into nothing. Now you get to see the fucking all the leftover pieces.
Now everyone gets a free exhibit to the American what is it, the body museum where they had the dissected bodies.
Yeah, bodies.
Oh yeah, Body Worlds.
Fucking Vince from Slap Chop is fucking suing like a motherfucker right now. He's like, that was my idea. Yes, chop, chop, chop. You're gonna love these nuts. You're gonna love this lawsuit. He loves it.
Is your name intentionally lowercase, Jason?
Actually, the proper way it's supposed to be is uppercase JASON and lowercase society.
Okay.
There's a reason for that, but
I believe you. I'm a big fan of the intentional lowercase.
There we go.
Such like a 90s alt rock thing.
It is. Okay, yeah, the Pentagon ordered that under Obama, that knife missile.
So the meaning behind Jason Society is it was a group of scientists and thinkers that were looking into the alien question and shit like many years ago, and a long time ago I was really into conspiracy theories and shit, and especially like alien shit. So
wait, you're not named Jason?
My name is Jason.
Oh,
it was just this all came from my band. Like this is originally a band name, like that I just co-opted into this thing that I'm doing now. So
I got you. If you weren't actually named Jason, I was gonna be pretty upset, honestly.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was in the band and the band's name was Jason Society, people were like, "Oh, it's your own egomaniacal device. What an arrogant fucking prick!" And the funny thing was,
I don't like people to do that.
That was me that said that. Sorry.
I actually didn't even name the band. My other band members named it, and I was the one person that voted against the fucking name. And then it just stuck, and people kept running with it. And
yeah, well, maybe you should have thought about your friends. Maybe you should have called it the band society instead.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't be saying today we live in a Jason society.
I'd be saying we live in a band society. Yeah, I guess I would.
Well, listen, when Elon Musk doesn't buy Twitter, we all live in a band society.
True.
Don't worry, Elon's
Valid. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Elon is going to be forced by the Delaware Court of Chancery to buy Twitter. I'd say there's a pretty good chance he's going to be
so
forced.
wealthy that you could just light $1 billion on fire to own the libs.
Yeah, except he's almost certainly going to be forced to buy it. Like, there's...
Yeah?
Oh,
I honestly think that might be the worst outcome.
Yeah, because then he doesn't even want it.
Yeah.
But and then
maybe he'll just turn around and sell it, or he could just completely devalue the thing and be like, "Fuck it, I'm going to tank it." You know?
Right. I mean,
he already has. He's devalued his stock in Tesla as well. So it's he's tanking everything that he owns.
It kind of does that itself too.
Well, except SpaceX.
Right.
because
Right.
that's the one that's going to make him the most money.
Yes,
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
Wow.
intentionally uses his platform to manipulate securities, which is illegal, which is why
Yeah.
he has a
Yeah.
consent decree with the
Absolutely.
SEC.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Twitter deal, right? Like it was fucking ironclad. He has to pay best case scenario $1 billion penalty. But it's pretty much an ironclad contract. They disclosed most of the bot stuff to him. They may be lying, but they've been saying the same thing for bot numbers for 10 years.
Yeah,
So,
I think there's
They
a lot
just
of like
released something about his
government
lawyers
bots,
talking about
right?
this, and apparently
Well,
it's like just
I'm
doesn't
not-
mean anything.
yeah, I mean the bots. It's not even the point. It's just that he's like saying, "Oh, it was all to
It's a
prove
way
this
to
thing."
get out of it.
Yeah, he's saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm doing all this to prove that their bot numbers, they're lying about it for some reason." When they've been saying the same thing. So unless they have a bunch of emails internally saying we shall continue lying about the bot numbers, they've been saying the same thing for years. So he's going to go to court. Is very favorable to enforcing contract law. It's an ironclad contract. He's just used to being able to throw around his money and get out of anything he wants. He's going to get sued. And best case scenario, he pays $1 billion plus damages because he intentionally, after he signed it, he broke the terms of the contract by slandering Twitter on Twitter, which he was specifically not allowed to do in the terms of the contract to disparage Twitter or harm its share price. Which he did.
So I have a question. In this scenario, if he doesn't end up on Twitter, who gets custody of Dave Rubin's tears?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
So I found out
AOC.
recently.
I mean, I'm all into
haven't seen
collectivism,
it,
so
or-
I think we should all just share them, you know?
I found out recently I was blocked by Dave Rubin. I interacted with him on Twitter. I have to assume the only way I can come to this conclusion is that he watched the stream and he saw me call him an idiot because literally every time I refer to him as an idiot, and that's why he blocked me. So I don't
It's
see
possible.
any other reason.
Well, he's one of the
You're
most
just on a block list.
self-defeating people I think I've ever met. It's like, or not met, but like listened to. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you
really
are
sad.
so against your own interests on fucking almost everything, and it's like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you, dude? Like, what makes you want to, like work so much in favor of things that go against your interests or your fucking happiness or, you know, your freedom? You know, like especially right now with like the shit that's going on, you know, with the overturning of Roe v.
bills.
Wade and all that.
Yeah. Money.
Yeah, like look,
He's a grifter for sure.
he's had to go on to like 3 separate podcasts. Look, the next stage is next week. He's gonna have to explain it to Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
on the
I fucking hope. Elon Musk, come on my stream. I'll call you an idiot who makes fake cars.
But like,
Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm here for that, Leon.
Are you talking about Dave Rubin's going on fucking
Leon Musk.
someone's thing or Elon?
no, I
Musk?
think Dave Rubin's gonna go because he has to make the circuit apologizing for being either gay or adopting multiple children. I know he did it at the Blaze because I think that's technically where he works. I'm pretty sure he did it to Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro basically told him, "Look, I hate you anyway."
Yeah.
He's gonna debate Keffels. He's gonna go on Keffels and debate her.
Do you think he's actually going to do that, or do you think?
No.
As he said, he's going to do that. Oh fuck.
I was lying.
Oh fuck. That would have been. I mean, I don't care who does, but I want to hear him actually talk to somebody who's like, you know, got more than 2 brain cells.
True.
Fucking, and just like have a conversation with them and just like have them talk, because like Dave Rubin is just so obviously a fucking grifting fuck that it's just like, dog,
it's
you
so
don't
much
believe
so.
in a goddamn word you fucking say. And I would love to see somebody just push even a little bit, you know, like he's like the shittiest oldest like house of cards. It's just like barely hanging on rather.
Well, that's how to make money online. You have to be a grifter
Mom.
first.
James.
Yeah.
You know, like the people that I know that, because I joined Twitter in 2008, and the people that I've seen like grow exponentially and like get careers like basically off Twitter, they've stepped on people every step of the way.
Talking about libs of TikTok has never stepped on a single person. They're just posting everything that the left doesn't want you to see. There's nothing insidious about that account at all.
Sure, nothing to see here. Keep going.
Yeah,
Right.
I love an account that does target selection for fascist mobs.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck.
So
Bernie and
fucking
Cornel West are streaming.
But
What?
Biden came out today saying he's working on fulfilling his promise of freeing marijuana offenders.
That'd be cool if he actually did that, but he's not going to.
But he's not going to. Yeah, I was like reading through like this article, and I'm like, he's not going to do shit. He's not gonna, he hasn't done fucking anything. Like, and
he still hasn't even resolved Saginaw. And like, you know, like if he hasn't fucking done that, then you know.
But you guys, he got Mexico to pay for border security last week.
Yeah.
So of course,
I cannot believe they did that.
We're all winning.
You can.
I mean, I'm really proud of him getting through Trump's agenda. Like, I just wish he'd get through his.
Yeah, he did it.
Like he's getting through Trump's agenda. So for him, 8 years we'll be ready for Biden's agenda.
Yeah, like chat said, like all he has to do to win for the Dems to win is like legalize marijuana nationally, but they're not gonna fucking do that.
Bro, that's like literally if there's not a policy expert or somebody on his door every single day saying legalize marijuana,
Please,
that
sir.
is political malpractice, and every strategist in the Democratic Party should be fired on the spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and forgiving the student loan debt, like those are two things he can do by himself that he doesn't need Congress for.
Well, that's why they haven't gone about that's why they haven't released the results of his committee that looked into it, because
they
their
redacted
findings was
it.
he could fucking do that, and they didn't do it.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, dude, you actually can do this. Bury this.
Yeah.
I'm a greasy Canadian, so fucking like Justin Trudeau ran on fucking legalizing marijuana, and like that was huge for him.
That was cool. Yeah,
you know, like that was one of the main like reasons that he won. You know, like young people voted for him because they just wanted fucking weed. You know, and people were a lot of huge easy sell. It was pretty much like we considered it legal anyway. Like in a lot of places, like it was pretty chill. Over like comparatively to the States in a lot of places.
Yeah,
but
the weird thing was that he made blackface a part of his campaign, and I don't know why he did that,
Yeah,
but
I
it
know,
seemed
that
to
was
have paid
edgy.
off for him.
Yeah, can I ask for the Canadians, what was it like to live under the Trudeau dynasty for 2 weeks? Like when he did the Emergency Act, and then they were like, "Oh, he's a dictator. We need to invade. We need to invade Canada." And then he was like,
Joe Rogan said he was a communist.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm done with this."
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yes, like so, like don't get me wrong. Like I think that like fucking like engaging like the Emergencies Act and shit was like maybe like a little nar like, but like I like the Ottawa like protests and shit like that was some fucking like bullshit. And I think like I talked about when it happened. Like Hassan's coverage was fucking ridiculous. Like, well, his like fucking like, oh, they're just like the Canadian fascists. Like, fucking, what are they gonna do? Lol, look at them. What are they gonna do? Bring out their blunderbusts? Like, fucking, just let them have their fun and shit. Like, fucking, there's a significant rise of like fascism in the fucking in Canada here, and a lot of it's based on like Trumpism and seeing that grow in the States. But like, there were like 13 accounts, maybe like max 20 accounts that were like fucking like stopped for like a minute because there was like international funding and shit. Like, it wasn't just like Becky, Tom, and Larry who fucking donated $50 getting their fucking shit seized. Like it was like 20.
It's communism. It's.
Wait.
What did Joe Rogan say recently?
Wait, the Ottawa people burned down a building? The Ottawa fascist guys? That's what my chat's saying.
They burned down a building?
Dude, they went fucking wild, man.
Yeah, chat's saying it's like, super sus where all their money is coming from. I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
That's not how you do civil disobedience, like terrorizing regular people, right? Like I think the shit at the border was cool.
Right.
But like you don't fucking parking the cars downtown Ottawa and just honking the horns all night. That's such a dumbass thing to do.
It is.
So technically civil disobedience, right? You ignore unjust laws, and maybe they thought arson laws were unjust.
Yeah, well, like fucking and like fucking I gotta step around. I can't say much about fucking arson fucking in certain situations, but fucking when it came to like the Ottawa shit, like they were just pieces of shit, and it was fucking a lot of like you can see the just regular conservatives side beside the fucking PPC who are like the Canadian Trumpists, regardless of what they fucking pretend to be, and people with like conservative and fucking not conservative, like Confederate and fucking Nazi shit. here in Canada. You know what I mean? And that's prevalent. I'm in Saskatchewan where it's all blue. Here, blue is conservative. Like everywhere is fucking conservative, like very conservative here. And like I see crazy shit all the time. There's a dude, like there's crazy shit here. I see Trump shit here. I see like
I'm sure
Confederate shit here. It's fucked.
I remember I dated someone who lived in Windsor, Ontario, and one time when I visited, we drove by a Ukrainian cultural center that had a clover at, like the Slavic swastika flag, and I was like, "That's cool."
Oh fuck!
Fuck.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
The OUNB freaks that the Canadian government paper clipped over after World War II.
OUNB freaks.
Oh, don't get me started on OUNB. They were a fascist collaborationist group run by Stepan Bandera in World War II that basically thought that if they helped the Nazis guerrilla war against the Soviets enough, that when the Nazis won, they would get an independent fascist Ukraine. But that obviously didn't happen. Yeah, but they got paper clipped over here. Same with like the Romanian Iron Guard.
Fucking fucking. We had Nazis and shit here. Like we had like they were called like swastika gangs and shit. Like they like rove around and like beat up fucking Jewish people and shit. Like there was like bad shit here in Canada. Like I'm from Saskatchewan, like I said, and like we had a big KKK problem. Like one of our like fucking like main like fucking I guess like a Canadian governor fucking was like a KKK member. Like fucking like it was big here.
I mean, fucking Christina Friedland, her grandfather was a proud editor of a Nazi newspaper. I mean, there was that incident in Canada where they had a graveyard dedicated to an SS unit that got defaced, and the government investigated it as a hate crime.
Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and like that's saying those kind of guys, like the trucker guys, like defaced Jewish graveyards, tried to burn down apartment buildings. But we brought over Canada brought over a lot of the OUNB people as a part of Operation Paperclip. OUNB also proselytized a lot of people in the refugee camps.
Yep.
That's why, like, today, if you see with, like, protests in Ukraine, you see a picture, and you guys have all seen it, even if you don't know it, a picture of a, like, balding guy with a receding hairline in black and white. That's Stepan Bandera. His organization oversaw the entire ethnic cleansing of a Polish region in Ukraine and the massacre of 7,000 Jews in Lviv.
That's fucked. Yeah. No, it's fucked up.
Sounds like a swell guy.
Yeah, Slava something or other.
Fuck.
What happened with those indigenous schools? Like
the residential schools and shit?
Yeah, didn't so now I didn't follow this directly, but I did see people like Lord Southern saying somehow that the stuff was debunked there.
Yeah, right.
That's not really a reliable source. I don't know.
So stupid, and it's honestly like something that's like not even really worth fucking bringing up when it comes to like the Lawrence Southern shit. But like they're essentially saying that you couldn't really like tell bones and like ground penetrating radar, and that they couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, sure. The one thing it's really good at.
And they're like questioning that, and they couldn't say that it was a mass grave. Like, how do you know? It was just a bunch of really horrible shit.
Yeah, it was like semantics.
Yeah,
like,
I actually got in a debate. I was in a debate about that debate, actually. And that was one of the things I brought up is I don't care if there was a mass grave or mass graves. The point is there was a bunch of kids that died in these schools, and mostly from neglect and mistreatment. So, you know, like, what the fuck?
And exactly. And like they just get into a semantics, Nazi fucking semantics debate where they try to justify and make it seem like it's nothing more than just, oh yeah, well, you know, maybe there are a few people died. You don't know what they are. You don't know if there's even bodies there. It's bullshit. There are countless testimonies of people there and records of and a long history of abuse of all sorts perpetrated by the government of Canada, fucking enforced by the RCMP and the Catholic Church. Fucking, it's absolutely fucking disgusting, awful, horrid, and we have yet to fucking resolve the fucking long history of awful things that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the U.S. still has a long way to go to come to terms with their shit with that too. Like,
Yes.
we are
Yeah.
definitely not fucking innocent of any of that shit either.
Well, Canadians,
we have a lot longer to go.
you do, and so do we. You know, like we like to look as Canadians like at the U.S. and be like, "Whoa, you guys are fucked, dog. Like you guys are awful, like slavery and shit. Like you guys are fucking horrible." But then we like, if we are honest with ourselves and look back at our history, it's like, "Whoa, we are awful too. Like look at this horrible fucking shit. Like we, you know." And often a lot of Canadians like to fucking like hide our dark past. You know, we had a lot of fucking indentured servitude and shit from China with like the railroads and with a bunch of other shit. You know, like there was a lot of really horrible things, like awful treatment of people. Like we had a lot of really horrible issues here in Canada too. Like, and we like to avoid that by pointing to the U.S. and being like, "But slavery."
Didn't you guys have slavery too?
It depends on your definition of slavery, but like,
okay, so yes.
If somebody said it last night,
sure. Like,
I think it might have been Tukes, but they were like, the Canadian identity is based on being 5% better than America.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
100%. No, for real. Yeah, it 100% is like in like more progressive and like fucking better in like a sense of like feeling superior in a moral sense. But we also we as Canadians as a whole, I'm not speaking for like myself individually or individuals necessarily, also look to the States as like we want to aspire to you. You know, we hold ourselves morally superior, but
you wish you were in the Empire.
Yes, exactly. We're the good guys, but we want your shit. We want that.
Well, the problem with that is like the good comes with the good comes the bad. So like the worse America's gotten, the worse Canada has gotten.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing. Like the meme that fucking Canadians pay more attention to American politics than Canadian politics isn't really a meme. Most of the time, like a lot of Canadians know more about American politics than Canadian politics, myself included. You know, because
we're more fun to watch.
It is more fun to watch, but that being said, some of our parliamentary sessions are fucking crazy.
Oh like, no, parliamentary stuff is way funnier than
those motherfuckers. They like oh you blah, 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 like they yell at motherfuckers like they be right on them shit.
Didn't Trudeau had to like apologize for something like 7 times, and he was like he just kept apologizing for like the same thing?
Oh, I'm like repeating the same fucking lines. Oh yeah, like it happens. I think I recall what clip you're talking about. That was a while ago. Fucking where he just had like the same answer, and then it was like, I refer this to, and I've been reaching out to the ethics commission. Like he had so many ethics violations and shit. Fucking, that's like a whole stream in itself. But fucking like yeah, where he just repeated the same thing. But essentially, like Canada is like more progressive in a lot of senses than the U.S. Like you know, like. We did gay marriage faster, like quicker. Yeah, healthcare. We did.
When did you do
legalized,
gay marriage?
We did gay marriage before the States. I think like what 2006.
Really?
Maybe earlier. Fucking when was? I can Google it.
I think fucking until 2012, right?
Oh, we were way before the U.S. When did Canada?
I mean, I guess we had states, individual states before that. Right.
I think there were some states, yeah. Hawaii was pretty early in that.
2005. Federally legal.
Yeah, and that was about the same time that they decriminalized marijuana, right?
Wasn't that a right-wing
like decriminalize, not legalize.
I don't know if it was federally decriminalized at that point. Like, I think it was more like a provincially regulated kind of thing. It was still like you getting a lot of shit for having weed, you know, like it. But
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because I lived in Winnipeg from 2001 to about 2006, and like I got to witness all the fun stuff like this when the vote of no confidence for Stephen Harper. That was crazy.
Fuck.
Wait a minute. So who was prime minister?
That was hilarious.
This was in 2005.
What was the context?
So it was Jean Chrétien. I don't know. Canadian prime ministers. I don't know.
I think Christian was prime minister before I even got there. Like he was out before then. Because all I remember from the news is everybody complaining about him and how much he screwed over Canada. And I'm just like, man, you guys have it easy from what was happening in the U.S. But yeah, I remember like everybody. I know Winnipeg. Or not Winnipeg. Manitoba decriminalized it.
I'm pretty sure it was Jean Chrétien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a liberal government.
Yes. Yeah. They're liberals. But fucking yeah, so and like fucking so like we've always been more ahead in that sense, and like weed and shit like that, and but we also fucking watch the US a lot for kind of like shifts culturally, and it impacts us obviously, you know? Like the major wave hits you guys, but like we're in the water too, and we're very close, and you know, like we feel that very much. And a swing to right wing populist fucking fascistic fucking rhetoric bullshit is on the rise here in Canada for sure. And a lot of your bullshit fucking awful pundits are Canadian.
That's true.
You know?
Well, no, some of our better ones are.
Jordan Peterson, Stephen
okay, yeah,
Lauren Southern.
Molyneux, Lauren Southern, Ted Cruz.
We need a total ban. We need a total ban on white people from Canada streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like,
exactly true.
Ali Velshi is not enough to even it out.
Ali Velshi pretty good.
You gave us Bieber too.
Oh, Cretan, that's right.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
Jim Carrey for like until fucking the internet existed and you could see him when he wasn't in a movie. You know, fucking kind of went down a path. But yeah, fucking, I don't know.
It's very weird that a lot of the prominent ones, like prominent conservatives,
Mike Myers,
the women can stay,
are like,
I think, right?
Canadians who want to be Americans but pretend to be Americans.
Right, and it's because they can't get footing in Canada because you're just like, because there's laws against misinformation in Canada that are stricter in like we have laws about misinformation, but like they're
that'd be sick.
Bullshit.
Well, wait,
in Canada they don't get away with half of the shit that we get away with. Here.
Well, obviously, yeah, because Jordan Peterson had to pop off about lying about a Canadian thing to get the American right on his side, and now he's just lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, that's what happens from the Benzos.
I mean, I would like to ban your political commentators, but I feel like you've given us a lot of funny actors, though, right?
Yeah, we've given really great actors and musicians. And
I like Seth Rogen, shit.
Yeah, really great shit.
Neil Young. Who else is from Canada?
Neil Young's pretty.
Oh fuck, I can look it up like a lot. Fucking Celine Dion, fucking
like Celine Dion.
I mean, depending on who you are,
Chantal Kreviazek. Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah. The founder of
Sarah McLachlan is entirely responsible for just making people cry.
We do gotta take back 6 points for Nickelback.
Yeah.
There's lots of people. Shawn Mendes, Drake. Unfortunately, sorry for that one.
Did somebody say Alanis Morissette?
Daniel Lanois.
Oh yeah, Alanis.
Lightfoot.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd is super based. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like some decent
taste,
and he's all the UFOs
Fire.
and shit.
Rodeo, the Guess Who.
Arcade Fire's
came out really good.
Partial credit.
Fire?
Justin Bieber, Bryan Adams, The Tragically Hip.
What up, John?
Bruce Cockburn, Rush.
Don't know any of those people. I know Rush.
Joni Mitchell, Leonard Cohen, Neil Young.
All right, that's pretty good. You know what though? You have your musicians are subsidized though, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
it depends. It depends. Asterisks needed, but yes, there are some that are available if you have able to access them for sure. Yeah.
All right, not those guys, right? Those guys are classics and they would have shown through anyway. But I feel like there's a lot of like average bands that got a lot of play at least in my time, like in the aughts, because I used to work for like a bunch of indie labels, like one of them in Montreal, so we were using that to our advantage.
Oh, really?
Necessary. Like I'm not bitching about it. Like I think it's good. I wish we had something like that
Yeah.
Um,
We used to have in Saskatchewan here a big film community, like, and then they cut the Saskatchewan film credit, and it just died. We had a show called Corner Gas that was big here, and it was like, I think you can get it on Crave, fucking Corner Gas, and it's just like Saskatchewan life, and it's fucking. It was like a show that was like big, like it was on CTV and shit, you know, like.
True. What is this? Communism?
Fucking, I gotta go piss too. Real
Captain
bad.
Jackass.
But yeah, fucking, yeah, we had it, and then they cut that, and then it died. So
I feel like music is gonna get shitty. Like the only people who can afford to do it now are like rich people. You know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, part of the reason I'm not active anymore is because it is expensive, like, to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do the shit I want to do in my house. I need to have a practice pad or studio that I rent. That costs money, and right now, fuck, I'd be paying $700 a month easy for some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Keanu Reeves is Canadian.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what he tells people.
That's
Because he doesn't
true.
want them to know that he's actually from like 13th century Austria or some shit.
That is true. I gotta piss real bad.
So yeah, 13th century Austrian Keanu Reeves.
Is that like a theory?
He is a
somebody have
vampire.
He's definitely got a portrait in his attic aging badly.
I don't know. I haven't seen like any of his recent movies. I never watched any of the John Wicks, and I didn't end up seeing the
that?
Matrix
Yeah, I
movie,
didn't like
which,
John Wick.
to be fair, from what I heard about it, is a positive on my end.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. Being, were you there? Oh, horse isn't there.
Now I am. I was going to the bathroom trying to get my cat,
Dang, he's not letting me chat.
but
That's weird.
she's learned. She knows that if she sees me go upstairs, go through the fridge, and then walk towards her to run and hide because I'm going to pick her up.
Bro, you're losing money from that. I can't wait
I
to
am.
get a dog. Like I'm gonna be like half of my stream is just I'm gonna walk away and let my dog just yell at people.
That's cool. See, I need to get my cat. She just knows sometimes to avoid me.
Yeah, my dog sits on my feet during my streams.
She does. Yeah,
Oh,
Kyle
yeah.
likes to sit right behind me. It's really annoying.
While I was pissing, I thought of the worst Canadian, Gavin McInnes.
That is pretty
Yeah.
damn bad.
I
Yeah.
know, though, dude.
Gavin
like,
McInnes is Canadian too.
He was good before he was bad though. Like I feel like
Yeah, like he was on an episode of Kenny vs. Spenny. Like he's through like
Mhm.
Vice News and shit.
I had a lot of fun at a lot of Vice parties. for
Hey,
a
but
long
you made
time.
it back,
Did you
Rancelot.
know-
That's what
you know what?
matters.
I'm not gonna ask any
Parties. Dude, back in the day, that's the shit, man. You had to that was the hard party to get into.
Hey, somebody just asked, like, Kralov Xanth asked in my chat if
Wait a
they
minute,
said,
isn't he the Proud Boy guy?
Yeah, but before that, he was one of the founders of Vice magazine.
yeah, he was one of the founders of Vice.
You know, eventually the record label and all the other stuff. But that I don't know. I guess they probably could have done it without him. I don't really know enough about like back in the day, but that was like, at least from my point of view, that was pretty good. It's probably not worth the Proud Boys though when you think about it.
No.
Like,
Kralov Xanth asked, they're like, I wonder if due to the January 6th stuff, if Ted Cruz could be deported back to Canada.
Fuck. I think he's fucking past that point now, but maybe he is born in
let's go.
Calgary, so fucking.
naturalized or whatever, right?
All right.
But hey,
No, I don't
we
know.
got the cat.
There you go. That's
Oh,
a nice
there's a
kid.
cat.
Fucking.
Let's get
but
that.
yeah, send him back to Calgary.
There it is.
Fucking Calgary's way too close to me, so fucking
Cat.
no. Fucking send him to Toronto. Fucking, he'd fit in there. You can go hang out in Toronto. Toronto. There's a big controversy over how fucking like people say Toronto, like fucking non-fucking like Canadians or
Toronto. That's how you
Toronto. Toronto is a fucking like it's like the
Terran
wrong way
hair.
that people always say
Terran
Toronto.
hair.
Toronto.
Toronto. Fucking Toronto's like Toronto, like fucking, it's like the second T. Toronto.
There's an A in there somewhere that's not in the word.
Toronto. It's Toronto.
I fucking love that song, kids. Is that what's playing? I don't hear it.
But
playing
yeah,
music?
fuck Ted Cruz.
What's up?
Are you playing on the stream?
I always have music on in the background.
Worst Canadian.
Right now, I'm listening. It's
I wonder if I can mute the Discord. No, that wouldn't work.
All Black was what I was listening to before we go. It's low. Like, I can barely hear it.
Pamela Anderson and Michael Cera are Canadian too. I'm learning so much myself here.
Sarah
Will
was.
Shatner.
He fucking screams Canadian. He might as well have like a patch on his fucking jacket.
Is Shanae Grimes Grimes? Or no?
Oh yeah, I think she is Canadian.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
My cat's fighting so hard to leave my lap, but I'm not
Oh
letting.
no!
Jade, please, if you leave, I'll die. I'll instantly die if you leave.
It is so sad when I leave you.
No! 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 Jade! No! Water princess?
This
I used to really
dab's for
like that band,
Kitty.
Unicorns. I mean, I still do, but they're Canadian.
Who are?
The Unicorns.
I don't know. Never heard of them.
Some like indie pop group from like the aughts. They had like one album. It's like the classic, like you do one fire album and then you break up.
Fair, yeah. It does. It do be like that sometimes, and it's sad.
It is.
Right.
Been there.
Alex Trebek.
Been there, done
Isn't
that, bought the t-shirt.
Wait a minute, isn't like one of like the Captain Picard? Is he Canadian?
Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise? I'm not sure. You have to say the full title. Put some put respect on that man's name.
It's kind of like when you say Muhammad,
Stewart
you have
is
to
Scottish.
say peace be upon him.
Correct.
He's British, right?
Absolutely. Put
Yeah.
some spec in his name.
Wasn't there like I feel like there's some Canadian Star Trek connection. I'm not remembering.
Will Shatner's Canadian.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. William Shatner's Canadian.
I was telling somebody like a long time ago when I was a kid, we used to play this game called Shatner, and what you would do is like you would just catch people doing whatever the fuck they were doing throughout their day, and you'd yell Shatner at them, and they'd have to, whatever they were doing, they had to do it as if it was William Shatner acting in Star Trek, and it was fucking wonderful because you catch people in the funniest moments and shit. Like, I like. There was a friend of mine was like in the middle of asking this girl out, and I did that to him, and he had to ask her out like William Shatner, and it was fucking hilation. She said yes though, so it was really fucking yes? Funny. Yeah, it was funny. Everybody was laughing so hard.
Like some mystery. One time, I spent the entire Halloween in a seersucker suit with a straw bowler, speaking with a southern drawl, and I got several dates because people were curious what my normal voice was.
There you go.
See?
They knew that it was fake. They're like, yo, I'm gonna go out with this dude. This fake voice to see what he actually sounds like. Yo, I watched this video today on fucking how like Michael Jackson fucking like his like high pitched voice was like an act, and that like he actually like had like a lower voice, like a more normal voice. Like it wasn't like, like, yo, what's up? But like it was like lower, and he like, sounded like a normal person. And there are like, clips of him like talking like it, and then like correcting himself, like kind of like media code switching.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking like I thought it was crazy. Fucking.
He was really committed to relaying a certain image, almost. You know what I mean? Like so committed that he would fucking do that. But that's interesting. I've heard similar things about that as well.
Yeah.
And his register would kind of imply that his voice would be lower, like, his speaking voice would be lower by that age. So
he's got an amazing vocal range. Like, it doesn't shock me that he could do that.
Well, me neither.
Could do that.
I was staring at these buds. That's pretty tight.
You have some buds?
Oh, on my stream?
Yeah.
I got some greasy dabs. You can fucking hit a dirty dangler.
Don't call it a dirty dangler.
I was
dude.
gonna
What the
tell you
fuck?
you should drag your screen. You should make your screen bigger. But now I'm looking at those buds, and I feel like that I see why you did this.
They're nice
Yeah,
buds, yeah.
it's kind of hypnotizing, you know.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm usually not into shit like that, but I'm kind of feeling that.
Looks good. Yeah, my cat loves weed. She just likes eating it. So, if I leave the grinder open, she'll just go put her face in it and just eat all of it.
Dude,
My dog actually, one of my dogs actually has a strain preference, and I stopped buying the strain because she'll find her way into whatever it's in, and she will eat it. And it's Blue Dream, and she fucking loves Blue Dream. She won't fuck with any of my other weed. I can have any other weed out. I can fucking leave it on my desk or whatever. If I have Blue Dream, she fucking eats that shit, and I'm like,
Must be tasty.
it's just like a thing, and she's done it since like since I very first got her. The first time I left that shit out and came home, and like,
yeah, that doesn't really get you high though, right?
No, I mean not eating it. No.
no, it shouldn't.
Well,
I don't
My
know,
cat's
but
been
it may
immune
have
to
a different effect on dogs. It may affect like their cannabinoid receptors differently.
Yeah.
Because I've seen dogs that ate weed that got really fucked up from it, like, and we were on the border of taking them to like an animal hospital before we called them, and they're like, "Yeah, it'll cost you a few $1,000s, and all we're gonna do is put them on an IV."
thanks, kids.
So I'm like, "Fuck. Well,
Fuck
I
yeah.
guess we'll monitor them, and you know."
Yeah, Tony's homie doesn't even subscribe.
Fuck.
Glad you got him.
Yeah. That's fucking sad. Fucking I
Oh,
can
hell
see
yeah.
like concentrates hurting them more because it's like more like activated.
I love
Like, I
the
could
juice and
see that.
concentrate. It's a treat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oops. Shit.
The concentrates are the easier way to go for so many reasons right now.
Get some fucking like Phoenix tears, fucking like some Rick Simpson oil, fucking just like drip that shit like in your like fucking shit and just like eat it. And just like go to town on that bad bitch and just fucking go into the abyss. Just let it fucking call you and just go.
Yeah, I've had
What
some.
happens if
I've
you
had some
eat-
fucking fun with RSO oil. Oh fuck yeah, man!
Oh,
What
yeah.
happens if you eat the oil?
Oh,
RSO?
you just have a
If I
goddamn good
drank
time.
this, what would happen?
If it's decarboxylated, and
Yeah,
it's a
if it-
distillate, so it should be. You get high off of it. Like I used to get these vape pen syringes that were It was like THC distillate, and I talked to the guys at the dispensary, and they're like, "Yeah, it's you can straight up put it on your tongue and eat it, and it'll
If it's
get you fucked up."
decarbed, you can do it and eat it. But
That's what makes it bioavailable. That's really it.
that's what like the cooking and fucking like mixing it with
Make
shit.
it like butter?
Fucking, that's how you make like the
But
butter. or,
cooking
like,
it
oil.
doesn't do anything. Does cooking
Well,
activate
ultimately,
it?
the cooking will
Depends,
activate
like
it if it's
weed
within
or
that space. But you're supposed to like decarboxylate it first because apparently it's going to make it more potent when it's in your dish, as a whole when you cook it all together. So
making
that's the
butter.
idea.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah, making butter. Like I love making butter. Actually, that's one of my favorite things to do. I have an Infusium 420, so I just like pour buds in there and like my butter, and it does all the work for me.
If my fucking girlfriend ever like goes somewhere for like a day or something, and I just have like the night like to myself, I would just like get some edibles and just go to town. Fucking, I haven't had edibles in a goddamn minute. Fucking, because I can't do them in a chill manner. I just like getting real fucked up with edibles. But yeah, fuck, I should get me some edibles.
Yeah.
Making them just so stinky, like it just stinks shit up real good.
It does. Like you have to like really want to do it, But I've also done some other things with my Infusium. Like I've made tinctures and shit with it, and I've infused like different types of oils. Like I've made I haven't just used weed. Like I've made like rosemary infused olive oil and shit like that. So I've used it for other things
Nice.
non-weed. But yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna get a
Tony
dab
makes a
press.
lot of edibles.
What is that?
Tony makes a lot of edibles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should have him on to talk about edibles.
I'd love to bake an edible.
Hell
Yeah, I mean, I have I like them every once in a while, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I usually like it when I do it. I just don't remember to do it. I usually have like I buy, a few bags of like candy, something or other, and just keep them around for when I want them. And I like, I it's fine in like every once in a while, I guess. I mean, it gives me a headache the next day.
I always get. Oh,
No fuss, dude. This is good for me. I like this.
I always get super fucking like nervous if I'm like making edibles that like I'm gonna fuck it up because I'm very dumb and I fuck shit up all the time. And like I just wasted all that fucking weed and like now it's fucking trash. So that always makes me nervous. Unless I only ever make edibles if I'm with somebody baking it with them, like I'll like pitch weed and we'll make it together, but like I'm too nervous to make it myself. I'll fuck it up.
Believe in the you that believes in you, and you can make the edibles. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what? It's really not. It's not that bad.
True.
It's not that hard to do it.
I
Like
mean,
they come out pretty good, even if they come out bad. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get high off of it, and you'll forget how it tastes. So there's that too.
I mean, like if listen, if the stupid friends I had in high school could make a bunch of edibles, fine, you can. Just if you're worried, just go find the one dealer who still sells mids and buy like 2 ounces of mids and use that.
Dude, once you lift it, it just doesn't last very long.
Yeah, just get shake and fucking make a fucking big dirty bucket of edibles and fucking just shake and shit. Because there's some shit on there, you know what I mean?
You use good weed to make it, or do you use mids?
When I go to the dispo, if I'm gonna like make any kind of edible, I'll go get like they usually have like cheap shake or cheap smalls, and I'll get those.
Yeah,
like,
you can get cheap shake.
And yeah, because like there'll be times where they'll have like a zip for like $100 for like it's a zip of fucking just shake, or some shit like that, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll pick that up easy, Throw that in some edibles, we're good, baby. I'm not getting it to smoke it, so it doesn't matter,
I mean, if you really want to be lazy, just make some firecrackers, take some shakes, sprinkle it on like a graham cracker with peanut butter, pop it in the microwave, eat that bad boy. It'll do something.
Those do work. Firecrackers are good. Firecrackers are good. They're a quick little edible. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Do you guys want to see the cat again? Should I just lure the cat in again? She'll fall for it.
So wait a minute, is that the only thing Shatner's done? Is that I remember that post, but that one post where he said cis was a slur. Is that the only thing?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But there has to be something else too. Like they don't keep that quiet.
What a dumb thing to say.
What? Like, don't,
That's just like really stupid. Like that's just like a really dumb thing to say. How is that a
cis is a slur? I got called cis by my doctor earlier today, and I'm
something like that happened. Like he had an awkward exchange, and
what? I'm sorry,
IRL.
How did we get to that comment?
And then
how did we jump to that?
I'm sorry.
How didn't we jump to that? I think is the real question we should be asking.
We were talking about Shatner earlier.
Yeah.
Shatner made a big post complaining that cis is a slur. Oh.
Why would that be a slur? I don't see anything wrong with
if
that.
it's just that, I'm willing to forgive him. Like we can, he'll be fine. But like if he's going on like podcasts and shit,
going on a crusade.
That would suck.
Fucking Willie be out there. He is Canadian, so he's very reactionary. We come across really nice, but fucking Canadians are down to fight. Fucking Canadians are scrappy fuckers. You know what I mean? Like
Trekkies are pretty lib. I feel like they probably wouldn't let him. He probably has it in his contract or something. Maybe like
Yes.
He's also he's also anti-tax and pro-austerity. Nice.
I'm fucking libertarian.
Oh, it's not the only thing. Fuck. Oh man.
Fucking, it doesn't shock me that Will Shatner's a libertarian.
Oh my God, William Shatner, when asked, oh wait, hold on, no, that was Cruz. Okay, whew, never mind. Let me find this. He said William Shatner did say Star Trek was not political, even though it was like the most political. show at the time.
Space communism.
All
What are
sci-fi
you
shows are
kidding me?
political. They have to be. They use social progress through a futuristic lens.
Mhm. Yeah.
He also, about this time last year, he went on like this big diatribe about how there's too much autism and how he's pretty sure that there's not that much autism. Oh yeah, it was like this big 2-day long thread where he
What does
went
that
on.
even mean?
What?
He went on this big thread about how autism is being diagnosed too much, and he thinks that it's just people being too soft. And
because he tweeted there's no link between vaccines and autism, but there's still too much autism. Yeah, that's what he said.
Right, and it was just like it was this like 2-week long diatribe. I know a friend of mine ended up in like a back and forth exchange with him, trying to like get him to understand that, you know, like in his day maybe there wasn't a lot of autism, but there were a lot of kids like kept in closets and hospitals and like not taken out in public. So it's like you weren't exposed to a lot of autism because like they didn't, you know,
because they kept them
they
in
weren't treated like people, right?
Yeah.
Rather than treat them like the people that the human beings that they are, people like
Dion Ramen, welcome in.
kept them, you know, put away like they were burdens.
Yeah.
I agree, child. I agree with your odd noises you've just said into the microphone.
I concur as well.
I agree.
Listen, I got one down. That's what I was just doing. She's so mad at me because her tablet died.
Oh, just trying to repeat what she said. Taking friends.
But I was able to get my 12-year-old to bed. That's what I was just doing. Is I was I was carrying him from the couch to my bed because.
Okay, beautiful.
You know,
one down, one to go.
Actually, 2 to go. But my 10-year-old is quiet.
Okay, well that's good. Ask your 10-year-old what their opinion on Minecraft is, and see what happens.
Hey, bud, what do you think about Minecraft?
Oh,
Minecraft?
she did it.
Yeah.
I don't play that game.
You don't play that game?
Do you think Minecraft is dying?
Me?
No,
or him.
No, him.
My kids like Minecraft.
He would just look at me like, "What does that even mean? How does it even die?"
My kid would legit cry. She is so on the Minecraft shit, man. Like she is all over that shit.
My 10-year-old nephews were like, Minecraft is dead, and so is Fortnite. Nobody plays it anymore. Minecraft is dead. And I'm like, okay.
Meanwhile, you see all these adult streamers now. They're just like, yeah, I'm getting back into Minecraft. And
it ebbs and flows. It'll be back, you know, like, it'll be like, it goes out because it's dumb, and then it'll come back ironically, then it'll come back and be cool again, then it'll be dumb, then it'll be ironically cool.
It's retro.
Like, that's the Minecraft fucking, like, cycle. Like, I swear it'll be back if it is going down.
Well, it's funny because my kids have had Minecraft in their lives like their whole time. What the hell kind of horse is that?
That's somebody. One of my chatters always makes an AI of whatever is happening on my stream. So I guess this is a horse, a stoner horse or something.
That's fucking sick.
I love it.
Kind of awesome.
Oh, I got some fucking goodies of those. Some good AI ones I made. I haven't posted them, but like there's some good ones.
Yeah.
I did communist koalas, and I got. Oh, I hope we can focus on this.
Can you just
fucking
just
and it's got like 3 eyes and like it's so fucked. Fucking so many good ones.
I can tell from your voice that you were incredibly high right now. Like you've got like the slurring, like the stoner slur going. Yeah, dude, you got the stoner slur.
The perfect stoner voice.
I'm fucking taking
man.
Like 10 dabs in the last fucking like 2.5 hours.
Oh Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah, I've been. I think I'm not quite up to that. I think I'm at about like 5 or 6 right now, so I'm working my way up.
You should do less dabs. Actually, you should eat
I
some
need
activated.
to do more dabs.
No, eat some activated charcoal to undab yourself.
No.
Activated charcoal. That'll
Just do a fat line of activated charcoal.
You know what actually works really well to pull you out of like a high is just smoke some CBD. CBD will pull you straight the fuck out of like a THCI. And it's great too, because I've had moments like I used to get the Snoochie Boochies from what the Jay and Silent Bob's like signature shit. And the reason I got it was because the CBD fucking percentage was so damn fucking high. Like the CBD percentage was like 48%, and the THC was still up in the like 30s because you know it's twaxed. You know, in other words, infused with concentrate.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, I saw that. But that shit, dude, like I would be fucking blazing on my other shit, getting really fucking high, and I'd be like, damn, I'm about to fade out, you know, I'm gonna green out, like I'm gonna just crash for a while, you know, and I'll go smoke that shit. Yep, it's seriously, it was just like that. Go fucking smoke that shit, you're up, you know. Let's go.
I bought a couple nugs of like 56% CBD shit, like just CBD hemp, like that kind of stuff. And I pack half and half of my bowls because otherwise I get too high and I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking about the inevitability of metabolism and how I can never save my consciousness, you know, as one does.
True. It does be like that sometimes.
Does in fact be like that.
To, you know.
I've only ever been that high one time, and it was my 25th birthday.
Oh, really?
And my friend came over with like, he's like, we're gonna get you high. And it was me, my ex-husband, my friend who brought over the weed, and another couple friend of ours. And he brought over, he had rolled it into a joint, but the joint was like a size of a burrito, so obviously you can't smoke it. Like it looked like a serious burrito, not like a fucking Taco Bell burrito.
Yes.
And he's like, we are going to smoke all of this tonight.
No way.
So I mean, we obviously rolled it into smaller joints so we could actually fucking smoke it like normal people. But I got so high, I had like legitimately tunnel vision. I could only see like this little small like hole of like space and all around. Like, and I was just like melted into the couch. I'm just like, fuck, I can't even get up and walk.
I love green.
I have no bearings. Like I don't have like it's like I've lost my sea legs.
Yeah, you lost the sea legs. Have you? Okay.
I'm like, it was just crazy because I was just like, because I'm one of those people, like I don't get super drunk because like I can't handle like things around me. I don't get super high because then I can't handle things around me. But like that night it was like, you know, my kid was at the babysitter's. It was my birthday. We're gonna get fucked up.
You gotta go all out.
Right?
I mean, I've done that. I am the only person I know of now, other than hearing that, who has gotten so high before that they have blacked out, basically. Like, I ripped, like, a dab pen way too hard going right before I went to the Renaissance Festival. I'm standing in line. I start getting tinnitus. My ears are ringing. I can't hear anything. My vision goes white, and I just can't see or hear. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll sit down. It'll go away. It did. But, you know, I didn't know that could happen from smoking.
I used to get great pleasure in greening people out.
What does that mean?
I used to like getting people so high that they'd pass out. Like, you know, like helping people like smoke fucking, you know, just giving people fucking weed and fucking, you know, giving them big dirty bong rips and shit like that. Fucking, oh goddamn! I used to have this thing. It was where if you could fucking smoke fucking 5 grams in 5 minutes. Somebody who isn't me used to sell fucking marijuana back in high school. And I used to do, like, if you could smoke 5 grams in 5 minutes, you could fucking have it, like, for free. And, like, motherfuckers would just come to the house and, like, hang out and smoke with me and my buddy. We'd just smoke with them and shit. So, like, okay, yeah, I'd do it. And they'd never fucking get there. Like, they wouldn't fucking smoke, but they'd smoke, like, a big chunk of their fucking weed. And then they're like, oh, fuck. And they're like, oh, fuck. I need to, like, get some more because, like, fucking, I gotta go take this, like, buddies. Like, fuck.
That's such a smart business strategy. Tricking them into smoking all their weed and be like, damn, dude, you just smoked, 2 grams. You didn't hit the 5 gram mark, so I guess we need to buy another 8.
Oh, and motherfuckers would love to do it because, like, often, like people would want to hang out and smoke because, like, we were chief keepers, we were smokers, we hung out. That's what we did, right? Like, we had weed by this shit. So, like, yeah,
so dumb.
Exactly. Well, like fucking, like in these ones at least, and it was like, yeah, like, if you get it, you get the free weed. If not, then you just pay for it. Like you're gonna pay for it anyway. Like why aren't you gonna fucking play the game? Like you get to hang out, smoke. But it was like a challenge. Like go, 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 go. Like you got time. Like smoke.
What's the
have all the
closest anyone ever got?
Pardon?
What's the closest anyone ever got?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking could do it.
You could 5 grams in 5 minutes.
Fucking in joints. Fucking that was the thing.
Really hard.
If you fucking roll it into joints, you can fucking do it.
A lot of it burns off in the joint. Like you could smoke like a few of them at a time or whatever.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah. And motherfuckers wouldn't fucking do it in joints because we would fucking not really tell them it's an option. We just give them a bunch of bongs. There's a bunch of bongs here. Like fucking like.
You guys are fucking evil.
Wait, how many guys can do it? I mean, if you bring
nobody did it, but like we could do it. Like it was possible. It is very possible. Like it is 100% possible.
How to make sure nobody wins?
Got your ass every time. I would.
Oh, like don't get me wrong. Like it's like what's that card game? A Monty, 3-card Monty, essentially. But like yeah, like people couldn't fucking do it. Fucking, you roll it into fucking joints and you can fucking do it.
Yeah.
Dude, like, somebody in my chat just said they watched someone do a 10-gram dab. Why would you do that, man?
Like a 10-gram
I've seen people do
and
it.
like even like 1-gram dabs and shit. Like
waste.
A lot of that's wasting. Yeah, exactly. It's wasting. And same with like the 5 grams. It's wasting because like often like people don't think about like doing it in joints and just like and like huffing it and shit because you're just fucking wasting a lot of it.
Yep.
And the thing was, you got to smoke fucking 5 grams. Like, it's not necessarily you have to like fucking like inhale it all and whatever. Like, yo, here's a bunch of bongs. We had a bunch of bongs. They were great bongs. Fucking, we had a volcano vape. Like, it's 5 minutes. So good luck.
No,
take the whole time fucking doing it.
The bong is your best bet.
The bong is
depending on just a massive joint and then just chief it down and then
if you have 5 guys
and go to sleep because you cannot handle that.
If you have 5 guys, each roll like a 1-gram joint.
No, one guy has to smoke it.
Oh, one guy has to?
Yeah. One
guy has to smoke 5 grams in 5 minutes, which is why I'm saying you got to make a big blunt, but you can't be conscious after that.
No,
you have to put yourself
Blunt's
out.
Too slow.
Or fucking just be a fucking like
inject it. Yeah, you can inject it.
Inject
like
it.
Chief.
Bring a
marijuana.
Bring a rosin press over and press it into rosin and then put it on a dab, and do it all at once.
There you go.
What? Dude.
What?
I need to know the details of this. Like
nobody fucking did it.
Tried.
Nobody
no one.
did
that's
it.
what he's saying. No one could ever do it.
Nobody did it, but everybody tried.
It was a trick.
And the thing is like even if you, that's the thing. It's a trick. Nobody did it. That's the point.
It was a scam.
It was a scam. It was like a 3-card Monty.
Yeah.
And like even if they like weren't like huge crazy smokers, they'd at least get like 0.75% of a gram in and be fucking like super fucked. And then either need to buy more or have to buy more or buy again sooner. You know what I mean?
I can't believe people kept falling for that, dude.
Oh, like it was like something that like it wasn't like fucking like something that happened like every time to the same people every time, but there are people who fucking wanted to try it because people always want to be tough and be cool and be chief smokers. You know what I mean?
Well, I can imagine people coming over who were like already partying and being like, "Fuck yeah, I want to do it. Let's go."
Well, even like that's exactly it. Yeah, and people just want to do it.
Incredibly funny, honestly.
And there were other things and shit. Like, it's not like every single human got that. But that was definitely something that we did 100%. But yeah, and especially because like, we had a thing of being like chief smokers. Like, I back in the day would laugh at how shitty I am at smoking now. And people watching me smoking now think, wow, you have a serious problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I'm like, you're a fucking bitch, Talorx. Like, fucking, like, goddamn, dude. Fucking, but like people look at me now and are like, "Oh, you're fucking gross." Like, so like, there's levels to this shit, and it was like people wanted to fucking like smoke and be cool and try to cheat.
No, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Avenging Pineapple doesn't count because he makes everybody smoke dope, anyways.
Absolutely.
I don't.
I mean, that's such a good scam though. But yeah, you're right, because everyone, they want to be the tough guy that's like, yeah, look, I can hang, I can smoke all this weed.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't like there was like pressure or anything, and it was pretty like laid back. Like it was just like, yo, you want to fucking like chill, smoke, like fucking yo, if you
Psychological
can
trick.
fucking, chill, hang out, smoke. Hey yo, if you can smoke that whole bag in 5 minutes, fucking, I'll give it to you. Really? Yeah,
I
dog.
mean,
Go.
It's so stupid too, because best case scenario,
You know, like-
they get way too fucking high, and then like that's best case scenario. So
Yeah.
like,
Well, I
And
mean,
they've already smoked all their weed.
well, they get it for free.
Get a
So
new
then
one.
the idea is then they would just buy another eighth, right? You know, because they just got that one for free.
More than an eighth.
Or 5 grams, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what 5 grams?
Poor kid.
Why not an eighth?
5 grams, 5 minutes. Sold in fucking in quarters.
Just gram a minute.
Fucking, it was pretty much quarters, 7.5 grams.
Got
That's
it.
generally
Okay.
what it was, you know? So you didn't smoke every single thing, even if you did it, which you're not going to do anyway. But fucking, I never sold eighths.
sold 5 grams exclusively because it was a non.
Well, I sold fucking, somebody was in me fucking sold eighths. I mean quarters, sorry, not eighths, quarters, like 7.5. But it was just a, hey, fucking 5 grams, 5 minutes. Fucking, because you're weighing out the bags, you're fucking coming in, weighing out the bags, fucking, I'll give this to you, fucking smoke it all. 5 1/8. A quarter. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's different. Yeah. I think that's actually a little more.
But either way, the results the fucking exact same thing. You fucking
You're still gonna end up
fucking
buying
smoke
weed,
5 grams,
yeah.
5 minutes. Fucking, you fucking get it for free.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I think it's funny.
I mean, it's a good bit.
I
Yeah, it's kinda
probably,
gross,
I probably would have been one of the people that was like, no, I don't want to smoke on my weed at my dealer's house.
Oh, like, don't get me
because
wrong,
I
like,
was
people
that
did
guy.
it. Fucking, oh yeah, not like everybody did. Like I'm not saying like yes, everybody did. Like no, dog, I gotta go. I got something I gotta be at. I can't be high. You know, like obviously, you know. Like,
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
enough
are
people
fucking-
fell for it.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, yo, like yeah, and like people would come and like hang out and smoke and sesh. You know, like they would come and like, hey, yo, can I hit that piece or whatever? Yeah, fucking, it was like a common thing. Like people would stay, people would just come and go. It's essentially a trap house, but it was like upper middle class fucking trap house in Buddy's house. That's
See, when
why.
I first started smoking as a teenager, that's how I thought it was done. Because like the first time I ever smoked was with my sister. She took me to get weed, and she's like, "Okay, you have to wait here." I'm like this lily white 17-year-old girl from the middle of the country. My sister drives me into the city to sit at this house that looks like it has never been cleaned since it was like moved into in the 70s.
Oh,
And
no.
like waiting for my sister to come back with weed. And by the time she comes back, like 15 minutes later, I'm just like, I don't know if I actually want to do this. I'm not scared of being high. I just don't want to be here when I do it.
Right?
And she's just like, oh no, it's okay. I know these guys. I'm like, that doesn't make me feel any safer.
Yeah.
But like, you know, all throughout like the last year of high school, like she was just like, yep, this is how it's done. This is how it's done. And then like I moved to Minnesota because, you know,
Oh no.
why? Yeah, I moved from Michigan to Minnesota, so it's not like I was moving up. But yeah, and the first like real job I had, like I didn't smoke that whole time because I didn't know anybody that was holding, right?
Yeah.
My first real job as a grown up, I noticed that everybody was constantly high. I worked in a copy center, and I'm like,
Oh.
where are you guys? Where are you guys
Where are
getting?
you
You know,
getting your weed?
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, our boss Chris sells it. I'm just like, so we work in the basement of this huge corporation, and my boss is everybody's weed guy.
Well, clearly they weren't
That's
paying him enough.
great.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right?
Nice.
So it's like, I was like, so everybody tells me you're holding. He's like, yes, but I can't talk to you about it here. Let's go have a
Let's talk about.
That's
Listen,
We'll talk
listen,
about
it's,
that on break.
yeah, it's way too risky
Hey,
for us to talk about weed here.
Freems.
Let's talk about
Thanks
this while
for
we're
popping
smoking weed on
in.
company property.
Yeah, space.
Exactly. And it was just like, none of it
Y'all are
ever
popping
made
in
sense.
at the end of
Especially when he
StonerCast.
never
Thanks
got
for
caught.
joining us.
But like, you know, it was just, you know, crazy times, shenanigans. But like,
I love them shenanigans.
I
Great
mean,
restaurant.
right.
Absolutely.
I
What's
just,
that place with all the shit on the walls again? Oh.
Applebee's.
Hard
Shenanigans?
Rock.
No.
Thank God it's TGIF. Thank God it's Fridays.com.
.com, yes.
Well, technically it used to be .gov, but that's a long story.
Hell
There
yeah,
you go.
Frames. Thanks for raiding in. That's cool. Frames is all stoned in chat right now.
Oh, what's up,
Hi,
Frames?
Frames.
Everyone's just fucking.
Eh,
proud as
Freemses.
fuck. Welcome, Freemsers.
We be Freemsing.
Absolutely. I think Ice Cube wrote a song about that, didn't he?
I
We
don't
be
know, maybe.
freezing. We be freezing till the day we die. I believe it was that.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait.
My Ice Cube fans.
I
in
mean,
the
I
audience
just prefer
are like,
fuck
that's
Joe
the We Be
Biden, you
Clubbin'
know, but,
remix. That's
you know.
funny.
Bro, the "Let's Go Brandon" thing is like the funniest thing because it's like a 12-year-old thinking. It's like a small child cursing and thinking they're
Yeah.
cool.
It is. That's so fucking funny. I love
I
it.
love saying "Let's go, Brandon."
I have a shirt that I made, and it's a Punisher logo, and it says "Let's fuck Brandon."
Really?
I stole the idea off the internet, but fucking, I didn't create that fucking
Why would you want to have
design,
sex
but it's
with an
fucking
old man?
funny.
But
Let's fuck Brandon.
Why do you?
Not necessarily Joe Biden. We don't want to fuck Joe Biden.
well, that's how I
Fuck
interpreted
Brandon.
it.
No, it's really Hunter Biden because Hunter Biden fucks,
Oh.
and they're
Yeah,
so
he
mad
does.
that Hunter Biden.
Exactly.
Hunter fuck. Yeah, Hunter does
Absolutely.
fuck.
Hunter does fuck, and they are really mad about
You
it.
know what? Like, that whole thing is so weird to me. I'm like, you know, if it was a fucking rock star, a musician, an actor, or fucking an artist or somebody like that, nobody would bat an eye at them fucking doing whatever drugs they were doing. It would just be like, oh, well, just whatever. But
Yeah.
we're supposed to fucking treat this guy like somehow he's different. It's like, so fucking what? So he does
Yeah.
drugs. Normalize doing drugs and
Fucking George
having
Bush
sex.
himself did like a lot of that fucking shit earlier in his day. Don't tell
Yeah.
me that George Bush wasn't fucking prostitutes, so just doing blow and shit. He just didn't have an Apple like iCloud that they could hack.
Yeah, seriously.
true.
Right, like
Fucking-
it's like don't
Yeah.
tell me that the only thing that he did was get really, really drunk a lot. Like he did other
Yeah.
shit.
No, my dude
Yeah.
fucking ripping rails like a goddamn train conductor. Like, there's no way. Fucking get off. That's some bullshit.
Mm.
Yeah, he was didn't like George W. Bush get like super fucked up and like crash a car or something? at
Yeah,
someone's
he
house?
was a
I thought he
cokehead.
did that.
He
Oh,
legit was a
he
cokehead.
was a cokehead.
My premier here in Saskatchewan is just kind of like our governor. Fucking, like, allegedly, like, killed people in a drunk driving incident.
Mm-hmm.
Finger
Important you
quotes
say
allegedly.
Yeah, you gotta say allegedly.
I would never make fucking factual statements or claims
Yeah.
of such at this point in time.
All this took place in Minecraft.
Of
Yes.
course.
Well, they're alleged. They are serious allegations.
It's simply an allegation.
Yes, which there's nothing wrong with.
This Wikipedia article says cannabinoids can be administered by smoking, vaporizing, oral ingestion, transdermal patch,
Uh-huh.
intravenous injection, sublingual absorption, or
that's
rectal
my favorite.
suppository.
I love boofing weed.
I would
We-
love
we
to
ha-
fucking hear about an experience of somebody boofing it because, like, I don't know. It would have to be like. It would have to be like really. Maybe it's for people who can't take it any other way. Maybe that's it.
Probably.
I'm
Because
just
otherwise,
saying.
it would have to be like really good for you to justify doing it that way instead.
I
For a
love doing
while,
a
the
weed enema.
dispensaries here were legit fucking like pushing weed suppositories. And I'm like, no, I'm good on that. Like, I like to smoke my weed.
No,
There's
thank
this
you.
appetite suppressant.
People do coffee
Cannabinoid.
enemas. Oh, is there?
Coffee enemas?
I don't want to stick
That's the
anything in
thing.
my butt. I
People
don't
do
know, that's
coffee
good.
enemas.
Like,
That's the thing that happens. So why would they not do like a Rick Scott oil enema?
Rick Scott oil.
Rick Ross. I don't remember what RSO stands for, guys.
Rick Scott.
Rick Scott. Yeah, that's the governor.
hey,
Rick,
Isn't it like
Scott
Rick,
is the
what is
the-
it? What does RSO stand for? I can't remember.
Rick
that.
Simpson
oil.
Rick Simpson oil. Yeah, same thing.
Rick
That's
Scott
what I
oil.
said.
Fucking let's go.
the Rick Scott oil robs you of your Medicare.
Also known as Griffin tears. Let's
Yo, I
fucking
love
go.
Rick Scott oil. Let's go.
I mean, if I had to, for some reason, like it's not like I like I would.
Okay.
I'd obviously do whatever it took.
Okay.
You know. But
Yeah, so you're on a desert island.
yeah,
You have enough food, but the only form
Like
of
in
weed you
Train
can consume
Spotting.
is enemas.
like in Train
you do it
Spotting.
all.
You
like
goddamn
that
right.
scenario.
100%.
Remember?
Sure, at least I know.
No.
Like, I would be cleaned out. You know, I mean,
I
Fuck
would.
it.
I would do it.
I'd be-
If there's
I'd be
no other
clean.
way to get baked, I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I have to do what you gotta do. You know.
mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I would just be worried about getting it all absorbed. You know, I feel like I would waste it somehow. you know?
Yeah. Just never take it out. Just leave it in there.
So I mean, when
Is
you
it not
just
just
poop
a
it out
pill?
next time you pooped, you know?
Just don't poop for like a few days. You know.
It'd just be a
make
giant.
sure.
It'd just be like a giant butt plug that was all the fucking suppository, and you just
Oh,
like
no.
leave it up there, and it'd slow melt for like a couple weeks or something.
Oh no!
You
Just,
couldn't just
like,
stick weed
slow
up your
release.
butt. You'd have to like get like a thing.
It does have a
Chicken
time release
nuggets in your
capsule.
butt.
Oh god damn.
Oh god, no!
What did you have to do? What
Extended
was
release
the
weed
only way?
suppository.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but it's just like, you know, you constantly feel like you have to go to the bathroom, but you're getting higher and higher and higher, so you forget you have a suppository in there, and it's bad.
Oh, I hate when that happens, but
It's
does.
relatable. Hashtag
Yeah.
relatable content. Please retweet.
Absolutely, 100%. You know,
Absolutely.
fuck yeah. Or when you fucking set the time delay on your time release fucking suppository too late and it kicks in at your fucking, you know, at the wrong moment. That fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
There's
I hate it when
there's
that
a
happens.
video
Properly.
from the YouTuber Ted Envision where he was like he was just like hanging out at a content house and saw what he thought was a Nerds rope. So he ate 1.5, and they were like 600 milligram Nerds rope edibles.
Oh,
yeah.
And he's like, I hadn't
yeah.
smoked in like 6
Oh,
months.
let's
So he like had
go.
no tolerance. He's like, yeah, I was supposed to meet my father-in-law for dinner, and I had to call my girlfriend and say I am way too high. So they all
I love
recorded him. They're like, oh, this is gonna be great content. So they recorded him like sitting in the corner, like shivering, being like, I don't know where I am right now, man.
Oh, fuck. I love it. That's fucking
Sounds
hilarious.
miserable.
Oh, it does. Like, I love watching that. That's fucking
We
hilarious.
love watching it. We don't like it when it happens.
Yeah, fucking like if it's one of those things that you're prepared for and you know, like, okay, like, or not prepared for, at least know how to handle, and know, you know, like if this happens, like I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna die. You know, like how to breathe through it and like how
yeah.
to cope. That shit's super important. So like, you know, like if you get caught in that situation, you're not gonna like die.
Yeah.
Not
I mean, I
not
couldn't-
die, but
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. Like be way more terrified than you need to be.
I couldn't not poop for a couple days. No way.
I agree. Probably not the best advice.
Believe in
good poop
yourself, and you
That
can
good poop
pass.
game.
Rock and roll.
That was a good
Guys.
jingle. Holy shit! That's like the new suppository fucking jingle
Yeah,
right there.
I write stupid bad songs for my cat. You know, I can write them about suppose.
It's gotta happen.
There you go. Fucking absolutely. That was amazing. I felt it.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna focus group that one. I can't even remember what I said, honestly. It's more of a tick than anything.
Well, I can't
Fucking, I
remember
feel
what you
it.
said either, but I had a visceral reaction. I remember
Believe in
that.
yourself or something. You know?
Yeah, oh yeah, something like that.
You know, and I think that that's what the world needs to know today. You know, believe in yourself. You know, and just probably don't take suppositories unless needed of the marijuana sort.
Hmm.
Believe in yourself, though.
It's it's just we hate
Must
it
be
when
tempted to
we
do that.
forget that we've taken the marijuana suppository for that day and we take a second one.
Oh, I know. Or you fucking leave your fucking weed suppository magazine in and it fucking set to auto set and you weren't supposed to fucking do it that day. It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Yeah, I won't be trying that anytime soon. I'll just say that.
You gotta get the baby wipes, dude. Get the flushable baby wipes and you'll be fine.
It'll be all good. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Matt's like, I already game planned this out. I know what I need to do.
True.
Hey, survivalism, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do, guys.
The train spotting scene, I think about that a lot. Like,
where he's swimming down in the toilet.
Died?
No, the scene where he has the opium suppositories.
Oh,
yeah,
he's about
like
that.
They fall out in the toilet.
Yeah, going through withdrawal just like super hard up. And
what show is this?
Oh, it's a
the
movie.
Train Spotting. Yeah, he's like all strung out, and he's just like goes to his dealer, and he hands him these opium suppositories, and he like puts them in, and then immediately poops them out.
Oh.
Yeah. And he has to go dig him out of the toilet, and it's like this whole scene of him like swimming into this fucking nasty toilet water and shit. It's horrible.
That's why I love this show, because things can go anywhere. Topics can go anywhere. Weed suppositories.
Dude, one of my favorite movies of all time.
It was the last movie that Ewan McGregor did that was good.
Damn, get his ass.
I mean, I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, he's got some other movies that are all right.
I mean, I guess. I mean, he probably could have done better with them. Maybe that casting. It's like they wanted to use a famous guy instead of just like a guy who was good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I don't really hate the guy. He's all right.
They should have cast no names in all those Star Wars movies.
They should have. I think so too. Like, bring some new actors in, new blood, and let.
I thought it was cute that his uncle had played Obi-Wan before him. Or was it his uncle or something like that? Like his great uncle?
Is that who is? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought that's what.
I guess. I mean. Oh. Did I get disconnected?
No, you're here.
No, you're here.
Yeah, no, not disconnected yet.
Oh.
If you want, I'll try to disconnect you.
Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't. He didn't play Obi-Wan. It was played Wedge Antilles.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it was cool that there's that family connection there.
Fucking there you go.
It's a conspiracy. We need to figure out what's going on here.
It's called nepotism.
I like a good
True.
The conspiracy solved. Bum, bum. The conspiracy solver, Talorx. Well, come on over. We solve lots of conspiracies.
It's all part of some deep satanic ritual that they're doing, and
it's the deep state. It is, and we uncover the plots and the plans.
That's right. I hate when the state is deep.
Oh, so fucking deep.
No, it's bad. Actually, we want it to be a shallow state.
Yeah, fucking, and not murky, like a clear, shallow, well pumped, well streamed. Water, very clear, no contamination. Corporations far away from it as to not contaminate it, as they do when they're near water. Kind of have that habit.
All right, you guys, we've done the thing. So the way I always do this is we've gone over, so you guys have been more than gracious with your time, and I appreciate that. I will go around and let everybody kind of recap who they are, where people can find them, and then for anybody that wants to stick around for post and just chill out, you're more than welcome to do so. We're probably going to bring on some people from chat that want to pop in and say what's up. So you're totally you're totally welcome to stick around for that. But we'll start with DJ Tom Hanks and then just go around from there. FamousHorse, then Fresh Faces, New Ideas, Jenny, and Talorx.
I feel like I was just introducing myself.
It goes fast.
Matt from the Unelectable Airwaves. We go every night at twitch.tv/UnelectableAirwaves. And I'm not really like, I mean, I'm only like, I don't post a whole lot, but I mean, I guess that's probably not true. Like I post every day, but so I don't know. Come by the stream sometime. I bet you'll like it. It's fun. We have a lot of fun.
It is a fun stream. I like your stream a lot myself. I like to pop in and hang out sometimes.
Yeah, we love saying hi to Matt.
Rock and roll.
Well, I guess it's my turn then.
There you go.
What's up, everyone? Yes, I am FamousHorse. You can find me on Twitch at FamousHorse. Twitch.tv/FamousHorse. So yeah, hardline communist. We do news, political analysis, and interviews. Like we had on Kumar Salehi from Delete Your Account this week. We try to bring on like a guest like every Thursday, but the rest of the time we're streaming, watching videos, covering the news, and analyzing things from like, I don't know, communist lens. So come hang out if you guys want to learn about the Moonies and a bunch of and the other cults that were created as a part of Asian Gladio. But yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/FamousHorse. Come say hi. We've got Alex Jones sub alerts.
I slayed at your work the other night.
Oh, nice.
Someone was like, "Oh, where'd you learn about that?" And I was like,
You're
"Oh,
like,
it's my man,
FamousHorse. Yes,
yeah.
we also do fun sub goals. Last month's sub goal was putting on a maid outfit. This sub goal we just hit, I have to buy a pink sailor schoolgirl uniform and wear that on stream. So, people seem to enjoy that. I haven't shown feet yet. That's a higher tier sub goal.
Love it. Fresh Faces, New Ideas.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry I can't add much to the actual pod conversation. I don't really have the breadth of knowledge that you all have. I am Fresh Faces, New Ideas. I generally talk politics. Occasionally I come on panels like this and pretend I know what I'm talking about. But I do talk about basketball. And if you do want to talk about that, I will teach you lots of things because I'm almost always right. I am legitimate. I do politics. You can find me at twitch.tv/FreshFacesNewIdeas. You can find me on Twitter at FacesIdeas. I think I'll be streaming a little bit more. My stream didn't crash today, so we're at massive step up from last time. So keep an eye out for me for that.
Oh
yeah. Happy to have you. Very happy to have you. Jenny.
Hi, I'm JeniBurns. You can find me here on Twitch at twitch.com/Jenny or twitch.tv/JeniBurns. You can find me on Twitter at Unicorn Exhaust. And I stream variety stuff, mostly stuff that either makes me angry or rabbit holes into weird shit. So yeah, thanks for having me. I actually really enjoyed this. I really apologize for the constant noise in my background that's normally not there because I like to stream when my kids are asleep.
You're all good. We're happy to have you and happy to be able to ask the kiddos about Minecraft there too.
Oh yeah, he thought that was cool.
Very cool. Talorx.
I'm TalorXLive. I talk about cults, fucking high control groups, religion, those types of things. We like to talk about control tactics and spotting them and having a goddamn good time. It's a lot of fun. High energy, smoke a lot of marijuana, and we just have fun. We chit and chat and just have a goddamn good time. Come hang out. It's cool.
Rock and roll. Thank you very much again, as always, for being here, Talorx. Talorx is now a StonerCast veteran.
Let's go.
I would say, like, so. Hey, did your shirt ever show up, by the way?
Wait a minute, it's Talorx?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't yet. Yes, TALORX.
Okay.
Talorx.
Is that like a sci-fi thing?
No, it's fucking like fucking from a bastardization of fucking a dude who fucking wrote his name fucking weird and fucking made fun of it, and then it turned into like adding orcs to everything, and I was Talorx. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Fucking yeah, it's a long story. But you add orcs to something that long story short. But
we love being in orcs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Orcs are based.
We're big Alex Jones
Based
fans
in
over
orc
here as
films.
well. So,
Nice.
You love to see it.
We love Alex Jones.
Yeah,
I have a fucking my sub alert is an Alex Jones one too.
Yeah. All of them are Alex
said
Jones.
that and fucking
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Love to see it.
Big Alex Jones stands over here. Fucking
StonerCast
emotes too. Fucking big fan.
Nice. Beautiful.
So yes, you love to see it. Fucking so I was happy to hear you say fucking like Alex Jones. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm based.
Fucking roll.
I was just
I
saying
love
the other
that.
night.
StonerCast, exactly.
He's such he's so good compared to any of these jokers they got out there these days. Like he's
Oh, he's the classic, right?
I mean, he's really good at his craft. Like compare him to like Tim Pool or some shit, right? These guys are fucking cool. Right?
Madam Genevieve, thank you so much for the raid. Good to see you. Everybody should check out Madam Genevieve. She's awesome.
They're effective in their own right, though, and it's sad. But that's another topic for another time.
Yeah.
T rocks. Sorry, I got a raid in like right just now from Madam Genevieve.
Nice.
Base raid.
Nice.
Right.
So
But I do
had to
gotta
give the
head
love.
out, though, unfortunately.
I also have to head
It was
out.
an absolute pleasure.
Nice
Great
meeting
meeting
you
y'all.
It was nice
Fucking-
meeting you all. I enjoyed this.
Take care of you guys. I appreciate y'all for hanging out.
Have a good
Sure.
I
one.
appreciate it too. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, you as well.
Bye.